Konnichiwa minasan, selamat tahun baru about 2 months late, and selamat datang diucapkan untuk anda yang mengikuti sesi ini secara langsung dan juga anda yang menonton setelah live stream berakhir ke sesi kolaborasi STOMACHOFCHAOS.com bersama laman pop culture suka ramai Bas Pop TV. Seperti biasa, saya Kudo Maharizo dari laman blog STOMACHOFCHAOS.com bersama para panelis dari Bas Pop akan berceloteh malam ni tentang fenomena Mobile Suit Gundam dan juga memberi reaksi dan ulasan musim 1 siri anime dari studio Sunrise, Mobile Suit Gundam The Witch from Mercury atau Kido Senshi Gundam Soisei no Majo yang disiarkan di laman streaming Gundam.info, Netflix dan Anyone Asia. So seperti biasa, kita bersama saya adalah di bawah adalah Gundam Sensei, Bas Pop, Shazli American and TARMIZI Ali. Pressures on you guys as well. Dan untuk sesi pertama sesi pertama kami untuk 2023, bersama kami adalah tamu khas MYRA dari blog The Grey Lines Between. So, how are you guys doing? Shaz, Mizi, MYRA. Shaz first, you alright?
Doing well. Basically other than makan pelik tadi, so dekat sebulan tak sempat nak pasang GUNPLA. So hopefully by this week boleh sambung balik lah.
Samalah.
Banyak sangat backlog tu.
Itulah. Ni sampai retire kot.
And then yes, MYRA, well, thank you for joining us. I thought it'll be a fresh. Kami jarang dapat panelis wanita. Ada sebelum ni?
Yes.
Jarang, very few.
In fact,
thank you for having me.
Yeah, no, because I thought of ini bukannya agenda woke ke apa, tapi macam tengok, oi, this girl itu GUNPLA, man. Fuck. Sorry, pardon my French. Sometimes I will be swearing a bit. Then I told Shaz, weh, ada awet ni main GUNPLA sial. And then I was like,
banyak dari dia.
Dia kudu cakap.
I just started though.
Just started.
Just started. Yeah, I just started.
Macam brother kita kat bawah tu. Among the four of us, I'm the least experienced in this phenomenon which has been around since 1979. I'm a bit of a I am an old fogey. Zaman saya budak-budak dulu, RTM ada 2 channel je. Lepas tu the only robot show we had was Super Robot. I mean, it's kind of like, because the ethos of Gundam is the real robot kan, as because orang pakai suit. You know, you move the robot using not magic, not power, not whatever. Tapi yet this all Nippon animation anime called Broker Gundam 4 Machine Blaster, dia macam campur Gatchaman, tapi yet when dia guna robot tu, dia tak adalah macam mystical power. So I'm not saying Gundam tak original, but the thing untuk saya personally, my first exposure to this giant robot shows that was available di zaman Malaysia tak ada internet was di RTM 1 setiap petang Sabtu 3.30. 38 episodes of this crappy animated robot show, which, you know, this is the only thing that we can go back to school and check out. Oh, tengok last Saturday what it was and all that. So, and then it obviously was dubbed in bahasa Melayu, with probably 2 actors, suara semua sama ya. Gundam menggunakan senjata, you know. Tolong, you know, that kind of voices. So, and then when I went to shopping complexes, tengok, woi, kartun Jepun cakap Jepun, best sial. And by the time I was about 8 or 9, I think 9 or 10 lah, I'm sure there was some Gundam VHS that the shop was showing in the toy store masa diorang jual GUNPLA in those early days.
Ada.
Because
macam
kita tengok kan, macam mana nak tengok cerita Jepun ni. Aku tengok kat RTM semua cakap Melayu, and then lepas cerita robot tu habis, cerita yang tak robot tapi anime lah. So anyway, I'm going to what I'm going to do with this session is kita nak santai sikit as opposed to regimented questions. We're going to do the first half of it just like a general experience of Gundam in general, is what your experiences are. Obviously you guys will be doing most of the talking, and as well including the phenomenon of Gunpla as well, by all means, because we like this topic to have encompass semua benda sekali lah. And obviously after that we'll see what the chat says, and chat kalau nak ada soalan, by all means join in, have comments or whatever. But just as an overview, I'll play you this little this little video. Now, why can't I see it? Inilah masalahnya. Bila dah nampak seorang.
Kena frequently.
Ya.
Nampak Anyway. So, yeah.
Selamat.
Yeah.
Mesti kasut.
Yeah, so basically as a newbie myself, I was looking to YouTube and looking at all the, not all lah, sebanyak mana yang boleh dari orang-orang yang pandai explain stuff. It is a fantastic franchise, I think. Tapi nak suruh aku tengok semua memang tak boleh. Kan tak boleh lah.
Come on. 3 episode je, come on.
Tak. Episode bukan 33 different anime.
But you can tengok movie compilation
movie je.
Netflix.
Yes.
Alternate
Movie dia macam canon. The compilation movie.
So I did this because I was like, that golden robot, right? Apa Hyaku Shiki tu. I bought a t-shirt from Uniqlo thinking, oh, robot ni show cantik ya. Bila tengok, apasal dia emas.
Hyaku Shiki is not a Gundam.
Dia bukan Gundam
Dia bukan Gundam.
Dia bukan
Dia bukan.
Dia macam alternate like dia
rupa macam Gundam tapi bukan Gundam.
I see.
Dia bukan Century Light UC Light ke?
Dia stay UC tapi dia consider model lain, bukan the original mold for the Gundam. So ramai fans kata tak consider that as a Gundam. It's a model on its own. Macam Jegan.
Jegan.
Tapi macam as I gathered, the main timeline is the UC timeline. Tapi ada apa-apa lah, CE lah, AC lah,
Cosmic Era,
post this lah. I was like,
Extend lah.
Nanti aku boleh cerita on that. Bagi framework macam mana kita approach the Gundam franchise.
And also Sunrise, because dia rasa dia nak retell a particular story, then you go back to UC 83 lah. Sedangkan the first one was UC 79. So dia macam
banyak,
it's not linear kan?
Banyak.
It's not linear. That's 68. This one, this is the only one I watched.
Oh yes, post disaster. Let's go.
I thought that was a good. Hathaway aku tak tengok. Because I got this.
Hathaway, you have to be tahu segala cerita, segala konflik baru boleh layan.
Itu masalahnya. And here we are finally. On me with regards to knowledge of Gundam. I thought WFM is very well written. Easily, I didn't even stop a bit when I watched the episodes.
When you marathon lah. When you binge watched it.
Yeah, because sometimes you know that sometimes when you have to force yourself watching something, I mean, I don't consider this a job. If I'm getting ad revenue or monetization from my videos, I will call it a chore. If I tak suka, I tak tengok lah.
I have to force myself.
So I kind of like I watch what I want to watch. So people say, "Wah, semua review kau best." Memang lah, because aku tengok benda yang aku nak
You
tengok.
only watch.
Yeah, only watch what I like to watch. So. Anyway, kita start lah our general discussion. I'm going to start off the session on a general Gundam kind of discussion with regards to what made you like and love the franchise and show off your Gunpla lah by all means. Aku ada kotak aje. Shall we start with?
I'm actually at my parents' house, so my Gunpla is not with me. Oh, that's just too bad. Baru nak tunjuk tadi lah.
Anyway, I'm gonna start with Mizi first lah. Is that alright?
Alright.
Mizi. We'll try not to make this too long lah. I mean, I'll give you up to 20 minutes.
Compress as much as can.
Up to 20 minutes. Shoot. Pendebatan Piala Perdana Menteri.
Okay, aku start terus ya?
Yeah, go ahead. I mean,
Okay.
whatever you...
So, okay, basically untuk siapa-siapa yang belum into apa Gundam, mau nak tahu apa what is Gundam, apa semua. So, out universe, Gundam is the most antara tiga the most popular merchandise driven franchise.
Yes.
The other two would be Transformers dan Star Wars. So GUNPLA should be around there lah, sebab orang dia it's more about the GUNPLA models rather than the anime. So dia keluar anime, keluar GUNPLA banyak-banyak.
Yeah, because Sunrise, even in 1979, when they started off, they weren't thinking about just the cartoons kan. They were just they went in straight combine dengan Bandai.
That's why dia gaduh dengan the creator Yoshimino Toshiki Tomino tu.
Go ahead and tell us.
Toshiki Tomino.
Dia asal design the RX-79 tu is all white. Sebab tu macam bila you tengok the anime dia refer to that white mobile suit padahal ada warna biru, warna merah. So that was part of so that was part added later because macam dia nak jual toys lagi senang kalau color-color sikit.
Yes.
Tapi Tomino memang bengang benda tu, but eventually it worked. Sebab actually the anime macam tak berapa popular semua. I can see why, because macam the tema yang digunakan
they even cut the episodes, right?
Terlalu heavy untuk orang pada masa tu. But bila dia keluar model plastik tu macam menyelamatkan the franchise and meneruskan all this yang kita layan sekarang. So basically the genre is called real robots because it's penggunaan mecha on realistic settings rather than dia pun buat benda-benda macam super robot tu yang biasa kita layan Mazinger, Grandizer, sama aku Tosho Daimos.
Daimos Wow.
Erika.
Dia ada macam belantan kan, dia ada macam martial arts punya stick kan.
Macam dia punya tu pukul maut. Tapi dia punya tu selalu dia kalah dulu lepas tu baru menang. So
it was the rope at the time lah.
So what the Yoshiki Tomino nak buat is telling a story with a realistic setting yang macam there's always an anti-war punya message. Sebab tu macam heavy. Kalau budak-budak nak layan memang susah sikit lah. So boleh, if you perhatikan the Gundam LED UC punya franchise, they have persamaan dengan Star Wars, which is they are about war in space. Dia pakai lightsaber, beam saber, dan juga ada elemen force. Yang ni dia panggil new type, yang macam
new type,
ada apa, you ada ASP ke sensory apa semua, you jadi
Can I just
perfect
interject?
pilot.
Aku baru belajar this term new type, but I've heard the word for the longest time because there's an anime magazine from Japan called New Type.
Yes,
Which I think
Yes.
is derived from the new types,
yes.
which are the enhanced human beings. Are they genetically
yes.
enhanced or naturally
dia
enhanced?
macam mutant.
Mutant.
Dia macam
I see.
mutant.
I see.
Yes. Evolved due to the construction, the living in the space.
Teorinya sebab living in space ni dalam environment dia very conducive because it's artificial,
Yes.
then manusia macam evolve lah, boleh macam apa, kononnya understand each other dan tak perlu perang lah. Tapi hakikatnya semakin manusia maju, still tak cukup juga perang juga. So
yes,
that is macam
the recurring theme, kan?
Recurring theme, yes. At least in the UC lah, Universal Century. Okay, now talk about timeline. Okay, so Gundam dia ada dua timeline. So the main timeline we call the Universal Century. Nanti I masuk apa benda Universal Century. And then the alternative timelines where you have all your double O, Seed dan Seed Destiny,
IDO.
Yang first kali alternative timeline start is the Mobile Fighter G Gundam. So that was the first yang dia eksperimen. Dia takut sebab dia early 90s.
Yes, that was it. Got Gundam. Yep.
Shining finger. So what Sunrise try to do is macam kalau dia nak continue story UC ni, takut orang tak layan 0079 jadi lost. So dia buatlah macam you can take the same concept Gundam tapi cuba penceritaan lain. So G Gundam tu really lain lah. Macam Street Fighter apa semua dia lawan-lawan.
Oh yeah, I saw this bit. Dia punya timeline dia FC kan? FC the G Gundam ada macam ada Gundam macam lembu lah, which is a bit okay.
Kat Malaysia pun ada.
Gundam Malaysia was tengkorak, okay, aku terkejut gila.
Serius?
Bagilah silat apa ke tengkorak weh. Malaysia dengan Singapore was a pair of dua Gundam pilot yang jahat.
Ya Allah.
Gundam Denmark was a mermaid.
Gundam Holland is a windmill. Wah, dia orang ni main rembat je ni kan.
Okay, cool.
But after G Gundam comes Gundam Wing, and then Gundam Wing is the Gundam yang memperkenalkan Gundam kepada West. Sebab
because they started to show it in America for the first time was Wing kan.
Yeah.
Yes. So banyak fan ingat Gundam Wing. Dah lah dia punya among the first few episodes, I nak you join my birthday party. Like,
really,
I will kill you like,
hero. Hero asyik nak bunuh Rilida.
Lala jatuh cinta. Naruto.
So Gundam Wing, according to this, it's about 49 episodes from 95 to 96. Dia punya timeline AC.
AC, yeah.
AC 195.
So okay, kembali pada the Universal Century. So what is Universal Century is about is macam dia punya cerita asal Universal Century ni. Universal Century ni aku tak ingat ada exact time, tahun Anno Domini 2000 something, tapi it's about the earth become very populated, 9 billion dah tak larat dah. So and then macam you imagine dia tubuh Earth Federation, which is you imagine kalau UN tu ada kuasa otonomi jadi satu negara lah. So you tak kisah sangat pasal US apa semua. So the Earth Federation kata let's make a program untuk since kita boleh buat penempatan dekat bulan, so kita buatlah stesen-stesen which we call sites. Ada 7 sites semua, site 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gitulah.
Site 7.
Site 7. So human boleh hidup dekat koloni yang akan selepas lah. So but something happened in UC 001 where di mana ada terrorist attack bomb and the first Earth Federation Prime Minister was killed. And benda ni akan di-reflect balik dalam Unicorn Gundam.
Oh.
This was the series that I watched after IBO and then I got bored.
Sebab you tak faham dia punya tu.
Exactly. That's why. Shaz pun cakap jangan tengok UC dulu.
That's me too.
Jangan tengok UC dulu.
Betul. Because I tengok UC dulu kan. Of course lah, the action, menarik, animation was great. But
robot cantik.
Yang dia orang ni apa semua kan. But then what I do is I start balik ikut dia punya turutan from
dia punya timeline
79 sampai Zeta, Double Zeta, Charge Counter Attack. Lepas tu kita tengok balik UC,
then Hathaway. Yes.
I see.
Kena buat macam tu.
Technically my first Gundam is actually Gundam series was actually Hathaway because it released right on my birthday. So I was like, maybe it's a sign that maybe I should watch this. So I watched it for like 20 minutes and then I was like, I have no idea what it is. So my friend told me to go back all the way to this 0079. You see 0079. So I was like, are you sure this is where I should start? You know what? Let's start with the origin. So I'm like, okay, let's start with the origin, and then I went back to the.
Is the origin yang macam cerita yang not tahun 79 tapi it is made much later.
Prequel.
Animation dia cantik lagi kan?
Yeah, because it was released in 2013 or 14.
Yeah, it looks really nice. And
The best origin tu dia cerita Mobile Suit development pasal char.
Yes. So you get to understand.
The best way you understand is you kena go through the 0079 walaupun animation ketinggalan apa semua. But after that you can go to origin, you faham who are these characters apa semua. And then you boleh start 0083 Stardust Memory, you tahu pasal Titans. Then boleh masuk. And then you boleh masuk Zeta, orang kata Zeta was the best punya tu. And then Double Zeta, Double Zeta ni sebab tiba-tiba dia jadi
Double Zeta boleh ni.
Kalau nak layan cepat je.
Layan je.
Charge counter attack. And then baru you masuk UC Unicorn. And then you boleh masuk Mati.
Yes, baru boleh masuk Mati. Sure.
Aku sebenarnya disagree with the timeline tu. For a completely new viewer kan, I would actually recommend start dengan the 0083 because 0083 is a self-contained 13 episodes which you tak tahu apa benda pun pasal mecha. You just tiba-tiba introduce there's this new pilot, kita punya army base dengan ada dua robot besar dah kena under attack by orang yang jahat. So it's like, okay. Then after that bila dah tu, so the enemy punya pilot will take one of them, the hero will take one of them. So it becomes a very straightforward mecha punya show where you have clear small scale engagement and you tak ada macam 100 tahun yang lalu cerita je macam ni and then after that another 50 years ago cerita dia macam ni macam like
so you're saying that maksudnya kalau macam it will be like a whole new perspective if I were to watch from 83 Stardust Memory
Stardust Memory.
I mean kebetulan that was that's my gateway into Gundam lah. But
Stardust Memory tu function dia untuk introducekan Titans.
So the fact that aku dah watch a few of them and the fact that aku tak tengok Zeta and Double Zeta and still can understand Charge Counter Attack and the means that there are certain parts yang you boleh skip tau, because in the end the UC is dia punya characterization of the there are two key points. One is the Gundam itself and the various iterations of the Gundam. Kedua is the Zeon punya principality and this dia punya figurehead ada dua, is Amuro dengan apa dia ni? Amuro dengan Shah Aznable. So their story is the main part of the entire timeline until Shah Counter Attack. So as long as you watch any of that in any order up to charge counter attack, you takkan confused tau. But because dia punya masalahnya is that 0079 was very old. In today punya time, kau tengok art style tu kau akan pening. Zeta dengan double Zeta susah nak cari unless you cari sumber-sumber alternatif. Kan? Hathaway is after the fact. After Shah counter attack, and they assume kau dah tahu tau. So aku macam like, wah matilah macam ni. Aku yang tengok dia tu pening. Orang yang first tengok macam like,
I first watched it and I was like clueless. Nothing makes sense.
Like, best. Tapi like, why should I care about
You
you?
can't really enjoy it.
Kau ni bila ke baik? Kau siapa? So like, it tak boleh because it is too far ahead in the timeline and you dah left the tragic saga of a budak dari umur 16 tahun to the point dia dah jadi adult, dah boleh berlawan dengan a leader of an entire faction, which is not actually a villain punya faction.
No.
They were using force in the wrong way. But that is what a lot of military punya wars are pretty much like lah. So adakah they were really wrong or were they right? Because they had a cause which can be justified. Cuma bila they go brutal punya route, so orang kan ni lah orang jahat guna violence and all that. But if you look at it, the reason why orang kat Jepun until today will never be able to fully agree who was the more righteous of the two, Shah and Amuro, is the fact that they both had valid reasons and they were both in factions which were not clear cut black or white. Duduk pun kelapu. So that was the thing when people realised what the story was about. That's when all the fans started, getting hyped about it lah. That's when they started getting more viewers and people were like, oh ni bukan macam monster of the week Ini, this is actual storyline. Orang, they went on a full journey. There are people who died and they were fighting for a full cause instead of just monster of the week.
Benda tu sebenarnya daripada Double 079 lagi sebenarnya. Dia portray Federation pun macam asshole juga.
Yeah. Sure.
Dia
It's actually the legit questions when I started watching Hathaway for the whole 20 minutes. I was like, because it's in our nature when we want to enjoy the series, we want to determine who's right, who's wrong, who do I want to root for. And then I was watching with my younger niece and nephew. So they were like, auntie, kita nak tengok ni siapa yang jahat. Because the thing is when it's not. I think it's a bit stereotypical sounded when I said it's because most of Sabahan, the ones I know, the one that I met at GUNPLA within our GUNPLA community, they were like, if there's a 10, 9 of them root for Zaku. So I was like, because Zaku is not a bad guy. Because when you look back into the origins, they were like, Shah has a legitimate reason to fight for his cause. And then of course lah, Malamak dia tak menghalalkan cara. So that's why it's very this is a very questions that ask every season, like until IBO, but I keep still asking the same thing. Are they the bad guy?
This is the difference between the super robot genres where it's very clear
lawan alien. Alien.
Earth baik. So Gundam yes, dia cuba model it as a in real punya, mungkin the major inspiration is the World War II lah kan, macam uniform
kita minat background.
Actually bukan macam
macam Nazis.
And then lagi itu pun macam Gundam pun biasa dia mula-mula start in 1979 and you have to bear in mind the Vietnam War just ended 4 years before. So dalam psyche penonton, orang-orang kat dunia ni, peperangan masih fresh. Kemungkinan barangkali yang tu lah yang menyebabkan orang kata why sekarang the so-called robot genre, mecha genre tengah menggudum kan, orang tak tengok sangat because bearing in mind now we have a war but that's really new. Tapi the last 20 years we didn't have like something major like a world war or something like that to remind us that that would explain why, as you say lah, factions obviously they have their own reasons and they think they're right. So susah nak tahu siapa baik siapa jahat. Anyway, that's my interjection daripada observation. Anyway, continue on.
Okay. So meaning sejarah UC ni dia bila UC salah satu tu terjadi, jadi pihak Earth Federation menggunakan this terrorist attack untuk macam meluaskan kuasa. So bila dia bina semua koloni tu, jadi yang kontrolnya bumi Earth Federation. But and then lama kelamaan apa yang jadi is Earth Federation dia gunakan kuasa otonomi dia terhadap koloni-koloni. Dia hantar orang-orang yang macam orang dia tak nak. So bumi ni sebenarnya orang-orang kaya saja duduk.
Yes.
Which is what I gathered from IBO.
And then all those colonies macam nak memberontak lah sebab macam ekonomi kena kontrol oleh Earth apa-apa semua. So timbullah satu pemimpin Bapak Cha ni. Sebelah
Daikun.
Zion. So Daikun Zion ni macam revolutionary lah. Dia kata macam sepatutnya neotype diberikan keutamaan untuk mimpin because human dah evolve apa-apa semua, tapi Earth Federation tak nak this ideology apa semua. So somehow they merancang assassinate dia ni, tapi sebenarnya dia ada keluarga lain, best friend dia lah, keluarga Zabi tu. So Zabi menggunakan
so-called supporter.
So Zabi menggunakan Daikun punya bila dia mati, Daikun Zabi kan. So tiba-tiba dia Site 3 dia rename as Zion
Zion territory.
Memory of ayah
Cha.
Ayah Cha. But Cha dengan Selamas adik dia terpaksa melarikan diri ke bumi, dibesarkan tukar nama orang lain apa semua sebab
dia bukan SHAZ Naval tau kat situ. Dia siapa nama betul Shah ni?
Casval.
Kalau Selamas
dia ada 3 nama.
Casval. Dia origin dia kiranya dia actually born as Casval. Rem Daikun and then
jadi Ricardo Mars.
Yes, dia jadi Ricardo Mars. Tapi dia pergi Texas Colony, baru dia assume identity SHAZ Naval tu.
SHAZ Naval tu macam rupa sama dengan dia.
Yes, dari jauh nampak sama je.
Just to confirm lah, aku just check. Casval Rem Daikun nama dia.
Daikun.
And lagi tu Edward Mars.
Edward Mars tu nama dia dekat Spain Kat tak ingat?
Spain
Masa dia tinggal dengan
keluarga Mars. Lepas tu dia pergi dengan keluarga Aznable, Roger Aznable. Lepas tu macam-macam lah dia buat tu sebab tu macam bila lepas khatam O79, bila tengok origin tu best.
Yes.
Soalan noob. Apa sahaja Shah pakai the glasses or whatever the eye.
Yes.
Is that because he was injured? Dia injured ke apa?
Sebenarnya tak ada. Cuma sebab dia dia nak assume Cha Aznable ni was an actual person, anak Roger Aznable. Yang rupa dia macam
keluarga angkat.
I see.
Keluarga angkat dia orang dekat Texas Colony.
So what happened was Cha dapat join Academy Zion, Academy Tentera Zion. But somehow Casval ni dia nak masa join tu, so apa dia buat adalah dia letak bom dekat kapal terbang the real Cha, and then dia ambil Cha punya application tu join. Dia pakai spec tu supaya macam kalau siapa-siapa kenal the real Cha tu tak recognize.
The real SHAZ Naval. Yes.
Tak kantoi.
Sebab Casval dia blue-eyed person.
I see.
So dia buat alasan bahawa dia punya mata tak boleh kena silau apa semua.
The reason aku tanya because bila tengok Witch from Mercury, tengok Mark kepada Suletta pakai macam topeng-topeng ni kan. Aku rasa is this like a recurring
theme?
I mean we can go later lah, tapi I'm like Ada
panggil
orang
dia-
jahat mesti pakai topeng.
Kita panggil dia Charles Clone.
Yes.
So in all the other franchise, not
Yes.
franchise, ini ada series
Series.
ada lah other Charles.
Ada.
kan?
Dia biasanya digambarkan orang yang mula-mula nampak jahat tapi dia sebenarnya ada agenda sendiri dan dia akan double
Ada
cross
agenda,
apa
ya.
semua.
I
Selalunya
see.
macam tu lah.
I see,
Kalau
I see.
Wing, nama dia apa? The Lightning Count. Nama asal dia Miliada Kus.
Rambut dia putih
Z-
panjang ke?
Zack
Zack
Marquis kan?
Marquis. Ya, Zack Marquis. So, memang akan ada lah orang bertopeng ni. Sama ada, tapi kadang-kadang more than two.
It's nice to see that they can perpetuate this without making it look
Ah.
tacky atau orang tak rasa pun macam bosannya macam tak. Tapi it's nice.
Usually,
The sense of
peminat
familiarity.
peminat Gundam bila ada a new Gundam series apa semua, kita akan tengok lah benda-benda ni. Who is the Charles Clone?
Siapa Syah? Full frontal apa? Full frontal.
Full frontal is dia kata diri dia the second coming of Charles.
Second coming of
Betul
Syah.
lah.
Oi,
tak
apa
malu.
pasal nama dia begitu unfortunate?
Oh, dia tak dengar. Kuatre Bajina.
Ha? Oi, apa?
Jenadid.
That was Zeta, was it?
You're not joking.
The actual Char. Yes.
We're not joking. His name is literal. You can Google this. It's Quantum Vagina. Oh my god.
Itu Kuatre je. Apa nama Bajina penuh? Aku tak ingat lah.
Astaghfirullah.
Portrait.
Hey,
Vagina.
tipu lah. Betul.
Betul.
Oh,
Ya, aku
Dia-
check nama dia.
penulis skrip dia Melayu ke?
You can.
Percaya lah. I thought I've done my research. It looks like I haven't done my research.
Quattro Bajina.
Vagina.
Yes.
4.
Tu
Oh,
zaman dia
goodness.
konon dia nak jadi baik.
I don't know.
Zaman tu konon dia nak jadi baik. Lepas tu Charles kata tak dia balik semula.
So this is from which series then? From which one?
Zeta.
Zeta.
Zeta Gundam.
Zeta is the direct sequel.
Alright, 1985, 1986. UC
Yes.
87. 8 years
Okay.
after the
Yes.
first series. Oh,
Quattro Bajina.
biar betul. Anyway,
Dalam in the first opening episode ke the second episode of Gundam, in the early episodes ada one trio of pilots. Nama
Okay.
dia Denim Jeans dengan apa who's the guy?
Corduroy.
Aku tak one of these three sebab dia ada 3 orang, nama dia
Dia
berdasarkan
macam kain, nama
keluar.
kain. Denim, jean,
Dia kena bantai
corduroy.
dengan Amuro bila Amuro dapat Gundam.
Lepas tu dia orang mati terbakar.
Gila kelakar.
Tapi just nak bagi Mizi a chance nak berehat sebab dia dah banyak cakap ni. So the beza antara UC dengan AC ni is the fact that UC follows the central original timeline that has Amuro dengan Sharp. Tapi the AC, which is meant to be a side project, ended up becoming bigger than the UC in terms of volume.
Is AC the one that's for seat or wing or whatever?
Okay, I bagi you from memory lah what I can remember. It's an AC. Gundam G, Gundam X, Gundam Wing, Build Fighters Try, Build Divers, apa lah satu lagi.
Itu build series
then,
lagi side kepada side. Dia bukan
Iron Brother Orphans. Basically everything that is not from UC is on AC. So you bayangkan that the AC punya universe is the concept of AC is so big that it is now bigger than the original UC.
Yeah, tapi interesting you mentioned that though, because masa aku tengok doing all these little things, the alternative timeline is not just AC, because for example the IBO punya timeline is called PD apa lah.
Dia setiap ada nama.
Post disaster.
Post disaster, that's it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's meant to differentiate from the UC, but each of them have their own timeline.
Yeah.
So macam Gundam 000
Ada
was AD.
Ada AD, Anno Domini
Double O
semua.
is AD. Double O tu macam dia consider that Earth tak macam Earth seperti yang kita faham sekarang.
Faham sekarang. Tapi future kan.
Future jugalah.
2000.
That's why dia punya culture, dia punya war semua tu berdasarkan kepada real Earth punya senario. So itu yang ada karakter nama Marina Ismail. Aku macam like, what? Wow, hebat. Yeah. There was and then dia punya main hero over time it was dia somebody from Middle East lah.
Kurdis.
Huh?
Kurdistan
kan?
Yes
it was a Kurd. Masa dia budak dia kena ambil as a terrorist punya ni operative. So in end lepas tu dia tukar nama Setsuna FC. Macam like, wah, nama Jepun lah, power lah. Itu Mamat Kurdistan.
Setsuna.
Wah, that's why dia suka Marina Ismail sebab mungkin dia orang sebangsa, so he find her attractive lah.
Asian.
Kan?
Dia atheist tau, dia tak percaya Tuhan.
Yes. Ada
yes.
konsep ketuhanan kat situ tapi bukan
Nama asal dia Soran Ibrahim.
So are they from the Middle East then, these characters?
Yes. Canonically they are Middle East. Tapi kalau for a totally new beginner to the entire concept of Gundam lah kan, I would actually recommend watching to be honest kan, Wish for Mercury is actually a good intro point. Saya tak percaya, mesti kita boleh sembang. But
I definitely would agree.
Kalau somebody yang nak tengok a light introduction to what a Gundam is or can be, the Bill Fighters punya series is very nice. Sebab dia tak ada ikut cerita berat-berat, macam like, ini perang antara 10 penjuru, lepas tu 3 faction tak bersalah, 4 ni kelabu, 3 tu it is macam superhero shonen style type of show. You akan ada ni team hero budak-budak building GUNPLA that dia akan guna as mecha in a simulated virtual world.
Dia macam Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yes, dia macam Yu-Gi-Oh. So you have all the classic trope lah. Ni akan jadi my rival, kita akan bersama-sama jadi hebat. Then kita berjanji jumpa di finals tapi tiba-tiba tak show up. Kenapa dia tak show up? Sebab dikalahkan oleh a new character who is going to be top 4 in the future. So it's a very nice macam high school punya style of story telling. So once you dah biasa with the concept of mecha piloting, then you boleh sebab pada tu kalau you tak minat the mecha, you tak akan minat any of the Gundam show. Trust me. Sebab a majority of the show involves the mecha itself. So kalau macam like kalau you tengok Transformers tapi you tak suka the robots, then like tak tengok bro. You buang masa. These days the suits are important. Then the story you boleh pilih.
Dia nak tengok
Because
Megan
there's
Fox.
so many stories. And kalau boleh jangan jumpa fans yang salty lah. Sebab Gundam ni dia ada banyak open-minded. Like me, I'm a bit open-minded. Ada yang hardcore, macam Mizi hardcore. Dia macam like, apa Wish for Mercury ni? What is this nonsense? Sampai that one episode, okay SHAZ, dia dah redeem in my eyes. Macam like, okay. So
yelah, lain pandang, lain belalang.
sebab macam setengah orang dia mati-matian cakap Seed is the best. Tapi bila dia jumpa dengan UC punya fan, boleh bergaduh tau. Sebab dia kata UC, Seed ni kopi UC.
Seed masalah dia kira Yamato macam dewa.
Dah boleh dah. Nampak dah boleh dah.
I don't get that.
But I mean, if you look at it,
the Church of Jesus Kira Yamato.
Jesus Yamato, don't panggil. Aku suka my friend punya nickname, Jesus Yamato.
Kira Yamato hebat sangat. Dia tak bunuh orang tau. Dia potong kepala mobile suit supaya macam orang tak boleh berperang, tapi semua orang hidup. Orang lain semua
I bagi dia. 2 contoh kenapa Jesus Yamato punya nickname kebab. Satu, dia punya mecha meletup tapi he was teleported to a space colony. Never explain. Tiba-tiba dia dah kat sana. Aku cakap, wow. Okay lah, aku bagi plot lah.
Dia explain. Tak, yelah plot tu. Yes, dia explain. Dia explain kata macam dia sempat turn off dia punya nuclear reactor.
Okay lah, tak apalah, kita terima lah. But then,
Sempat eject nuclear reactor.
the second point is, dia a battleship tak salah aku was going to be shot at by another battleship punya mega particle cannon ke apa benda besar. Dia boleh stand
Borak-borak.
from nowhere. Hai. Dia letak shield, dia boleh block. Aku cakap, oh my god.
Borak-borak. Aku suka moment tu.
Aku suka. Tapi kalau
Felix
orang
have literally got out the window
yang-
lah.
orang yang pure UC ni, weh, dia macam like, kau gila kau. Capital ship punya cannon shot boleh di block by a small Gundam punya unit. So macam like,
Seek
That is
Destiny
where
dia buat sekali lagi.
Allah, aku tak sampai lagi Destiny.
Nah.
I'm still at episode 5 of Seed, and I still couldn't bring. I don't know if I want to go on.
Okay,
Seek
Seed is rewarding. Tapi
Seed is
you jangan,
rewarding.
dia retelling the UC.
tapi you jangan compare with any others. You watch it for yourself.
Oh.
And don't let other people influence it. Because for the longest time, dekat 10-15 tahun, I tak tengok Seed. Tapi masa pandemic tu kan, was it just before the pandemic, I mean like, ada sangkut dengan tak boleh pergi mana kan. Mari kita tengok Seed. Best lah juga Seed ni kan. Kenapa like, all the friends semua tak buat
Yes,
Seed.
sebenarnya okay.
My friends are coming for me because I haven't watched Seed.
Okay, Seed for me very special because kata Gundam Wing was the Gundam yang introduced kepada West.
Alah mula dah.
Mula dah.
These are the type of friends that I have, okay? One is because I'm fighting hard for my UC, okay? But they were like, no, Seed is the best. But I'm like,
Okay.
And one day came for exam.
Seed was actually I tengok Seed masa dia mula-mula keluar and masa tu because Gundam Wing nak tengok dekat Cartoon Network dia episod dah kacau and then masa tu that was new. But for Seed bila dia keluar kat Japan tu I belajar cara nak torrent.
Oh, torrent. Yeah.
My first torrent was episod 1 Seed. Masa tu bila Seed keluar kat Jepun, we have to wait a week baru orang buat subtitle.
Yeah, you remember downloading 2 different things, yeah.
Tapi Seed masa tu kan, if you have no experience Gundam apa semua, you layan okay je. If actually macam dia Seed punya plot bit by bit tu, dia really replicate the 0079 pasal koloni kena serang and then macam you ada ship and then you nak bawa Gundam tu ke bumi and then masuk perang apa semua. Seed Destiny dia tiru Zeta.
Yes, Seed Destiny tiru Zeta.
So if you habis Seed sebab and then the animation masa tu was bagus lah sebab orang yang buat tu orang yang buat Cyber Formula X. So bila if you habis Seed Destiny, bila you tengok 0079 dengan Zeta, dia punya plot itu ada kesamaan situ lah.
Tapi
your friend ada komen lagi. Your wonder that
Kenapa I kata I ni orang yang open minded pasal Gundam.
Okay. Habis lah kawan aku dah sedap.
Bagi besar. Show it again. I need to show it again.
Dia great double quanta.
Right.
Saya
Wing Gundam.
Okay, so Wing pun ada. So Strike Freedom pun ada. So
Strike Freedom, okay.
I ni tak kisah universe mana. If I like the show, I will watch. So that's why bila orang gaduh pasal no, yang ni terbagus, yang terbagus, I feel like
as long as you give me a good story, tak apa.
itulah kan, I macam duk tepi je lah. Biarlah korang gaduh.
1,300 yen sahaja.
Thunderbolt pun bagus.
Thunderbolt best. Wait, Thunderbolt kan, if you think 0079 punya timeline was vicious, the Thunderbolt series, dia punya they will show you truly tau what is war is hell tau.
Yes.
Kau tak sempat kenal karakter dia dah mati episod kedua. Bukan dia hero ke? Dah mati. Lepas tu, okay, what you gonna do here? Okay, region ni sangat berbahaya, kita akan hantar 100 orang. Baru like 10 saat, they were showing like 100 suits going through dengan thunderstormnya, dengan artillery fire dah 20 suits mati. Macam like, wow, this is horrible. Which is, it conveyed the war is hell punya scenario better than the entire 00 punya ni. Sebab dalam series tu, the Gundam pilot was the villain. Kau percaya tak?
Yes.
Kan, Mizi kan? You agree kan? The Gundam pilot was the villain.
Tapi dia, cara dia thinking tu lah macam semua apa, Zion jahat. Memang nampak Daryl Lawrence tu nampak itu sikit, tapi
soalan tu aku pun tengok Thunderbolt tu dia kata UC-79. That's about the same time in the original.
The side story.
The side story, I see.
So it's about macam satu tempat lain yang di mana yang the main story happen, tapi ni perang kat, it's like macam the Pacific Theatre dengan the apa,
dengan European Theatre in World War II lah. I see. But
punya ganasnya Zion kat sini kan, Zion sanggup potong, amputate tangan pilot apa Zaku tu semata-mata nak suruh macam ada connection
to the robot itself.
So dia boleh control robot tu macam
sangat.
But you'll be stuck to the robot lah forever. No?
Tak adalah, dia boleh lah, tapi cuma
ada interface lah, tapi tak ada tangan lah. Aduh.
Dia potong tangan kaki semata-mata untuk macam boleh control robot tu better.
So meaning that the mobile suit is actually an extended limb to the pilot.
Yeah.
It's a bit like IBO.
Yeah.
But
IBO just macam tulang belakang Alia Vajana tu.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that name. I love that name. I love Vajana tu.
For me, I just call
nothing to do with the second name that sounds like that thing. If that's what you guys are thinking, no. It's just a cool name. Since you were there, ada your friend tanya apa, mana dia? Ui, banyak soalan tanya. Kalau cerita Barbatos recommended ke? I think it's quite a good one. I happened to encounter it because they were showing it on Crunchyroll and I was thinking, oh, it's a Gundam. Tengoklah. Tapi masa tu lah baru realise that this is not just a kelakar-kelakar thing. It's orang mati lah. They die.
Selain Bill Fighters, Gundam punya shows banyak orang mati.
Yes.
Bill Fighters pun mati? I thought Bill Fighters
selain Bill Fighters. Okay. Basically, kalau you pernah tengok other Gundam punya shows, Barbatos is like a low technology level Gundam punya tangan.
Dia tak ada beam weapon.
Ada beam weapon tak? Ada kan? It's literally I will club you to death. Dengan machine gun pun ada, dengan entah apa benda, mechanical tools pun ada. Because teknologi dah mundur sikit during that timeline lah.
And the Gundam for Barbatos was like a relic for them. They found it and they But this is one thing as a newbie to the franchise, aku berperasan. Tadi aku tanya pasal topeng, tadi aku tanya pasal perang, tapi lagi satu benda aku perasan kan, dia punya robot tu akan modify as the story goes on. Because for example, and I know we're going to talk about Wish for Mercury soon, but by the end of season 1, Ariel is being modified. Kan macam Barbatos pun Barbatos dalam 50 episod tu mula-mula basic je. Tapi at the end senapang besar lah, tombak besar lah.
IBO yang start.
Oh, IBO yang start. Yang RX
lain
tak sangat
ya. Yang lain tak begitu obvious. Mungkin dia pakai weapon sikit tapi tak obvious. But IBO but IBO konsep dia sebab apa geng-geng Tekadan tu adalah macam apa geng-geng apa miskin lah, jangkit.
And then as they get make more money, they modify.
Upgrade.
Because my theory, another theory is also the tie in to the toys. So they have an excuse. For example, macam Ariel ni pun, I'm sure they're gonna release the next one with the engine belakang lah, apa lah. Because like Barbatos ada lah 5-6 lah. I have the basic one. Beli
Dia ada
masa mula-mula tengok.
Barbatos Lupus Rex.
My favorite is the Rex one.
The King.
Yang ada ekor tu.
Yes. The final form.
Yeah. Since MYRA, I've got you on screen now. What's your bila you start tengok Gundam and what's your take on the whole thing, and why don't we start
Can you guys pause for a bit? I'm gonna leave for a bit and then come back because I think the sound is like going off. Wait,
Okay. In the meantime, sesiapa nak cakap apa-apa?
Aku baru hantar message tu dalam ni. Kau cuba dia boleh tak you highlight dulu?
Apa footproof tu? Ni.
Tak. Dalam the private chat. Aku boleh dia tu boleh highlight ke? You know aku
copy paste je lah. Kau copy paste, kau pergi kat comment, kau tulis. Because tu private kan. Aku
tak nampak macam nak komen kat comments. But anyway,
aku tak boleh. Boleh. I'll do it for you then. Yang kan kau.
Tak boleh, just paste je lah.
Yeah.
Tak kan nak tunjuk to you that dalam Gundam ni, sebab nak menjual model kit ni, so after Gundam 0079
ni,
they will always have upgrades tau. So macam contoh ni kan, Gundam 00 dia punya original, the Setsuna SAE punya mecha kan, dia ada Gundam XCR, ada Gundam XCR repair, Gundam apalah, Avalanche and all this. That one from even more obscure punya non-anime punya sources. Dia Gundam 00, Gundam 00 Razor, Gundam Quanta. Ini yang anime base je tau.
Can you hear me?
Ada yang tak keluar kartun.
Yang keluar kartun. Yang tak keluar kartun lagi ya. Even dalam you bayangkan Kudo.
Yeah.
SHAZ Nabil dengan Amurore from the SHAZ Counter Attack kan.
Yeah.
They actually had suits which were upgrades of dia punya suits in that series tau. But it was never made, it never entered the movie because tak silap aku initially they wanted to make series tapi macam tak shock lah kalau buat series, so dia
based on manga
kan.
Kadang-kadang dia ada manga, dia based on manga yang High New tu sepatutnya the iteration of a new Gundam kan.
Nightingale tak silap aku. Nightingale. But anyway, the introduction of mid-season suit upgrades is nothing new to the Gundam punya series. So kalau setakat 2 tu kira dah wajib lah, the original and the upgrade. More than that means they are really pushing it or it's very popular lah.
Cuma dulu macam dia buat ikut season. Yang IBO yang start macam 2-3 episod upgrade, 2-3 episod upgrade.
Atau aku perasan. So macam,
but that one makes sense sebab they are incremental punya upgrade. So
incremental
upgrade. Or they have new upgrade, dia jumpa along the way, pasang lah, why should we wait? Whereas most of the other Gundam punya series, the suits tend to be a whole new suit. Dalam Wing, you have Gundam Wing and then Wing Zero. Dalam dalam 00 senior series,
Hello, I can hear you.
Season 1 is XR, Season 2 is 00, and then you tambah Riser Pack. Quanta is the movie.
Yep. Boleh dengar MYRA?
Semua orang boleh dengar MYRA tak?
Boleh.
I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Tadi pun tak ada masalah.
MYRA, can you hear us?
Dia tak dengar.
Is it mungkin the earphone kot yang problem sebenarnya?
Ya, tanya. Go ahead. Okay, tak ada nak tulis.
Tapi itulah, I mean, I nak dengar juga how did MYRA get into the
Gundam
universe. Sebab kita belum dengar lagi officially. Ya,
comment.
Yes, dia adalah penyokong tegar UC lah.
Okay lah. In the meantime, let's look at some chat. Punya comments in the meantime.
Boleh. Layan.
Okay. Layan chat. Okay, this one not yet because we're gonna start. Okay. This is Rogon. Saya start tengok Gundam dari Unicorn. Memang bingung awal-awal sebab ada banyak universe timeline. Sekarang tengah tengok. Tak dengar MYRA?
Tak dengar. Kejap
Tak, I boleh dengar.
Dengar.
Kami boleh dengar. We can hear you. Can you hear us?
I can't hear anything.
Tak ada. Oh, dia tak dengar apa-apa.
You pergi klik. Anyway. So sekarang tengah tengok IBO. So
IBO should be okay to layan on its own lah.
Ya, tapi yang bestnya counter to that comment is also by Putra. Mana dia? Dia kata Barbatos tu banyak politik. That's why I don't want to watch nanti terikut politik real world.
Semua Gundam heavy politics.
Masalahnya yes.
So that's why the Bill Fighters is a good series. Kalau nak tengok banyak
Tanpa
more
politik.
Gundam fighting and shonen punya style character development.
Semua memang ada politik. Tapi pengalaman masa menonton IBO ni, aku join group FB Gundam tau. So episod per episod ada je lah kita komen. So bila episod yang macam our favourite characters die, semua orang rage.
Memang lah. Tapi kan honestly kalau you nak tengok something that has the more traditional style Gundam lah, dia ada politics and what lah. Actually Gundam 000 dia punya politics tu more clear cut. In the sense that you have a central team, which is the Gundam Celestial Beings team, who is trying to make everything better. So eventually, the politics from Caca Marba, the politics will become very united, and then you boleh nampak it become a clear case of good versus evil. So dia tak kelabu macam UC punya politics where the hero punya faction jahat tapi hero tu baik, following a group of good people. Or kalau macam Unicorn is lagilah, dia punya politik tu dah sampai terrorist level, street level punya terrorism and all that. Barbatos pula I tengok baru halfway je. Barbatos ni sebab dia banyak involved on money and politics tau. So dia is very, dia akan jadi mandi. So it is quite confusing. So in the end, I would say kalau nak tengok the more classical Gundam punya storylines is you boleh tengok the 000 lah. Or another one yang bagus
lagi more ikut UC dan is more senang nak faham because dia basis on racism. On the coordinator dengan natural punya konflik di mana natural is macam manusia biasa, coordinator is golongan yang duduk dekat yang buat genetic engineering supaya hasilkan manusia yang lagi pandai, lagi bijak, apa-apa semua. So yang tu lagi senang nak follow.
Actually you're right, betul, because dia punya heroes and the villains are more clear cut. Dia tak ada macam karakter baik dalam grup separuh jahat, karakter jahat dalam grup separuh jahat. So it's like it's quite straightforward lah. Dia racism based. Macam mana MYRA dah okay ke?
Being confusing.
Boleh dengar? Boleh dengar?
Pula tak dengar dia.
Tak dengar apa pula.
Now we can hear you. Mic,
cuba
is your
klik.
mic? Can you click on your mic? Because just in case it's muted. Okay.
Tengok
Test.
dekat sini. Dia ada macam
Tak,
mute.
dia punya mute mic. Can you click on settings and test your audio? Test for your mic and speaker. If the mic is working, that means the mic is working. If the audio you boleh dengar lagu daripada StreamYard, oh god, I've given her those instructions regarding the
Hello?
StreamYard. Yes.
Yes, we
Okay.
can hear you.
Okay, thank God. Okay, sorry, my
Apa?
Buds Pro ran out of battery.
Tak apa.
Okay, now I'm using this direct line. So yeah. Okay, what did I
Okay.
miss? Sorry.
Ada, we just went through some
Okay.
chat punya questions.
Cool,
Ah.
cool.
Okay.
We would like to actually hear your
Your experience with Gundam, how you got into it, your gunpla experience, blah 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 lah.
Well, when I started, when was it? It was July 2021 when Hathaway came out. So I was just chilling, let's watch this, because I've heard about the Gundam series, particularly Seed series, because my best friend was all about this Gundam series, but I was like, not for me, most probably. And then pandemic happens, as probably happened with other people. So I started watching because I quit my job in April 2021, and then I was like, then I worked with my family, so I was like just having a lot of free time. So I was like, you know what, let's start this Gundam. And then I watched Hathaway, and then I realized for 20 minutes I have no idea, there's no whatsoever reference I can actually relate to. So what happened was I went to our local local Gundam store, Gunpla store. So they were doing this they have this small group of people, so they were I asked them for advice. So what would you guys would love to recommend? So they instead of just, because I'm most of the time I would definitely want to jump into series, anime series in particular. I would definitely go for those with great visual. As that's the reason why I started with Hathaway. And then they were that is not a good point to start. So I think I was at the time I was okay, what should I watch? And then I watched the first one, the origin. I mean, so I went from origin, and then I went to the 0079 Mobile Suit Gundam, and then I haven't watched Zeta, and then I just watched the Sha Counterattack, and then to the Unicorn, to the then finally back to Hathaway. Yeah. So, and then while the past year, so I was let's hunt for the IBO series punya Gunpla. So, and then I started hunting for how many of them? I think 44. Was it? Yeah, I think So yeah. So if you've definitely watched IBO before, so I
ada 40
episode you mean?
yeah.
Aku ingat Gunpla. Aku ingat
Gunpla.
Yeah, I don't think there were 44 iterations of Barbatos, but anyway, sorry.
No.
Wah, I nak kira termasuk dengan mobile worker.
Tak. Yang so I was hunting for the whole HG, just HG lah. So I hunted for the whole HG 4, was it 40-ish kit? I don't remember. But I finally within 1 year I got all of the kits. So I'm gonna start building them as soon as I'm done with UC kits that I have. But yeah, we all have backlogs. But I am very much enjoying. Okay, the thing is, because of my work, basically is very stressful. So what happened? Why did I got into Gunpla so much? Because while building Gunpla, I think did several live streaming while I was building it.
Yeah.
So that's how we met, me and Kuda-san. So
I don't
that's how we
even know
met.
how you put the camera. Mana you bawa kamera, tangan you buat kerja.
There's a trick to
You need
it.
to do a video to show how to do that because I tried di atas, di tepi, tak boleh lah. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So for I think roughly about 3-4 months, I was just building on my own. I didn't care for so much for the whole, what do we call, like not perfection tu kan. I you know what, I'm letting go of that. I did let go of that you want to be perfect. So I learned sanding, and then I learned how to fix the seam lines, and then I started with SD kits, and then I moved like from FG to SD to what else, the SDHG, and then I also got lots of EG punya kits to practice on. So it helps me, I don't know about you guys, but it helps me to calm down my demons. I don't know if that, no, not literal demons. It's just it helps me to sort my thoughts.
Okay. But one thing, since we are talking GUNPLA, the one since you guys build as well, I've got this which is very very good and sharp. Tapi kalau macam orang kata buy the proper ones that's branded, do you do that or do you just buy proprietary?
I'm not a builder. I just commission.
Oh, okay. For me, when I started,
economy builder.
Okay. Fair enough.
When I started building GUNPLA, I'm basically lucky because I got to a place where they are very much they're like, it's totally up to you how much they were like asking these questions that because when it comes to GUNPLA, they said is it going to be like, it's not a trendy thing, so we don't want you to just jump in and buying all this stuff that you probably don't need. So I built my my toolbox. I built my kit like according to my needs. So for 3 to 4 months, I was all about experiencing all kinds of sanding tools, like the papers, sanding this different types of sanding methods. And then I moved on onto like, there's a difference between tools, because I'm lucky because all my friends are consisting of pro builder, and then we do have like people like me who are very new to this. So I just have the experience of for at least 7 different nippers. There are side nippers, there are very expensive one. Of course, we have God hand, and then we have Tamiya. So like as I go along, so it's very much like, I would say thankful, because I get to, before I got into like the kits that I have right now, I get to experience the guys yang memang pro level. So they have this God hand and Tamiya. So and then they have this, what do we call, there's this one from Chinese, there's a Chinese brand that bukan kit, apa nipper yang dari China punya, Nanye, was it Nanye? Yeah. So it works similarly to God hand. Yeah. So I'm lucky lah to be able to find these people. So they are very technical about it, because when they knowing me, because I want to experience different types of tools, I said. So they're like, we have pro range, we have beginner range, we have pocket friendly range. So it's all up to you. Ni nak guna ketip kuku pun boleh, dia cakap. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so
nice. I mean, compared to you, you call yourself a noob. I'm lagi noob. I've only got one under my belt. But nak kata perfect pun tak juga. Tapi I quite kind of like doing things bukanlah properly. Bukan nak kata orang lain buat tak properly. Tapi if I can do it, I'll do it lah. And one beautiful thing about GUNPLA is because it's coloured, tak payah nak colour. Sometimes tapi the problem is dia ada decal dia dua macam tu kadang-kadang. Kadang-kadang jenis macam transfer, which I prefer because I've built airfix kits before. I don't like the yang jenis sticker.
Ke?
And then but the nice thing about the Gunpla is also the color scheme. Color dia macam very basic. So I actually own the markers. The markers. So kalau katalah macam ada stiker merah, pakailah marker merah. And then the beautiful thing about it is also, you know, I just realized that after watching videos and all that, diorang kata tak apa kalau macam kotor ke apa, buat aja, ambil toothpick, kikis, and then nampak cantik.
Yes.
And then to the point that I even bought Mr. Hobby spray, semi-gloss, gloss. Once you've done it all, you spray it, and it does look very nice. So as I said, I wanted to build my UC, which I bought from Amazon Japan dah berapa tahun dah, but because terbengkalai tengok UC, dah lah masa tu I went to Japan, I saw the RX-79 dekat Odaiba, and then within a couple of years, sorry, I beg your pardon, see, you can shoot me down. Anyway, so they changed it to the UC robot in 2017, which I've been to Japan since, but I didn't go to Tokyo to see it. So macam terbengkalai. So this is so ada 4 je lah. So ada UC yang tak buat tu, dengan this Elfries dengan Ariel the only 2 ones. Tapi itulah, I like the original Gundam, but I've not really watched it yet. So I think Mizi, you have your own the RX-78.
Ada entry grade je.
78. Oh, easy.
My friend beli yang apa perfect grade tu.
Oh, PG ke PGU?
PG kan saja. Dia pun macam
PG.
Baru nak get into Gundam.
Gila.
Dia beli apa strike pack L.
PG apa lainnya? PGU dengan PG tu apa lainnya?
Perfect
PG
grade,
Unleash.
perfect grade Unleash.
Unleash tu maknanya gempak habis lah.
Gempak gila. Yes, gempak
Detail,
gila.
And then what's the scale? Is it big?
1/160? Wait, 1/160. Yeah, the scale is for PG usually 1/60. So that's roughly, I think it was about 40-ish cm ke. Dia kecil sikit lah banding dengan mega size. Mega size lagi besar tapi dia tak detail.
Mizi, kau pernah pergi kedai model kit yang dekat Wan Utama tu tak? Ada
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Oh, you've heard of it. SHAZ pergi kan?
Ya.
Yang besar tu apa itu perfect grade lah tu, yang bagak yang
Mega.
Yang ada gantry semua. It has got
Bukan
all
mega
the
size
gantry.
ke?
It looks like the Yokohama
Yang
punya.
Yokohama tu kan?
It looks like that.
Yokohama.
Ada gantry semua.
Dia kalau you tengok the mega size tu, dia punya detail tak sangat. Contoh you tengok
Yes. Dia tak detail. Dia nak size je.
You tengok even at HG level. Sekejap.
HG
I don't know
lagi
if the camera can catch this or not. Tak boleh, the camera is not good enough.
I think
basically dekat sini dia ada macam lines, ada grooves and all that.
Okay.
So those the bigger scale ones, dia punya etchings kat sini, groove semua tak ada. So it's meant to become more like a statue for you to take a look. Whereas the PG, dia punya level of detail to the point where dia boleh detach dia punya armor dari tangan sini, come out sini, keluar hidden compartment. You can actually put the beam saber inside. And then kadang-kadang dia punya, at the same time the chest can open and buka. Whereas scale yang kecil sikit, they don't have the space for that.
Yes.
So the
kecil sangat,
mechanical
so
part
tak ada
is
dah. True. Very true.
Tapi itulah, when I built my first Gunpla, which was the Barbatos, the fact that I had to build the endoskeleton
in a frame
is fantastic. Dia bukan perfect grade ni, apa grade dah, tak ada grade
RG.
Tapi ada dalam dah buat lepas tu. the engineering required to build this plastic bits that fit perfectly.
Ada logo
When
ni
it's great doesn't mean quality tau.
Okay, you guys talk, nanti I turun kotak dia. I tak ingat bro.
Tapi yang ada skeletal ni apa je kan? IBO dengan RG je.
So I suka tau macam because I got metallic pants and all that. So for the skeleton I tengah-tengah tu I bubuh lah juga. Tepek. Bila dah siap tu macam happy gila. And then you know it's like it is what it is. You build the endoskeleton, it can stand, it can pose, and then fantastic lah. Kau tempek tak payah pakai gum. Gila je Jepun. Gila.
Haji ada ke Barbatos? Tak ada kan?
Tak ada.
Korang borak dulu
IBO baru ada MG1 je Barbatos tu. Tu yang sedih gila.
Ada endoskeleton dia.
Yes. Ada.
RG dia kena tengok model. Setengah model tu macam very loose. Ada model I have the Mark 2 dengan the GP01. GP01 gila loose.
I think at the store my friends were telling me that any RG before tahun 2000 memang sucks. Just move from the
original Gundam, the original Zaku, Persha punya Zaku, and a few others the early ones.
The early ones memang sucks.
The best RG orang kata the new Gundam.
The new Gundam, I've watched that one is the latest one kan. And then at the store, because we in KK we have this my friend have this like GUNPLA store. So dia cakap memang so far the God Gundam memang the hot selling RG within the 10 years they're operating. So dia cakap memang so far, but it's a new one kan. So I just got
the pre-order habis. The second order pun habis. I tak boleh nak get the kit.
Tak sempat.
So it was good lah. Actually I nak jawab one soalan. Ada soalan yang menarik dekat Footproof by 1042. Dia tanya kenapa anime Kyokai Senki tak masuk dalam Gundam Universe. Dia kata kalau tengok anime tu macam ada vibe Gundam IBO and Gundam 00. So I tak pernah watch the series by myself. Tapi I rasa macam you cuba tengok dekat comments tu.
I tak nampak
Dia release their own line of plastic punya kits, plastic model kits. I did not see the series, so mungkin I main rembat je cakap ni. But I imagine dia punya direction is dia orang nak buat another separate line, and kalau benda tu series tu laku, they can expand their own universe.
Oh, yang Bandai tu Yang Bandai, satu lagi Bandai buat tu
Yes, ada Kyokai Senki. Dia aku ingat sebab dia ada kit yang
IAM tu.
Dia besar tu kit tu. Dengan ada limited clear parts ke apa ke?
Ada satu lagi.
Kyokai Senki ada sama dimension tadi. Go ahead.
Ada. That's why I was responding to that. I just believe that they're making it separate timeline because it allows them to open up another line of mecha kits for sale lah.
Dia tak terikat dengan Steam Bandai juga kan?
Betul. Sebab salahnya bila you dah start buat Gundam ni, dia dah akan jadi, it has its own formula. Dia kena, kaki dia ada satu portion, kaki kiri ada satu portion, torso, chest, kepala, left and right arms, and then weapon kits. So mungkin they want to go for a different line. They can put in new technology, benda yang you tak expect in a Gundam punya series, they can explore kat situ. So even though the story might be similar, which a lot of mecha series pun actually quite similar nowadays because they tend to have politics and mecha, which is real robot punya side. So I think that is the only reason kot, just to make more money by selling more kits. So kalau benda tu succeed, dia boleh make money. Kalau gagal, tak kacau sangat lah dia punya Gundam punya storylines.
Dia satu lagi, dia robot genre yang kalau if you like Gundam, benda ni pun sama, lebih kurang sama juga. Full Metal Panic.
I've heard of that. Why haven't I? Oh, yes. Full Metal
Full
Panic.
Metal Panic is a good series lah. Tapi dia, my friend kata, I
Late
tak
90s
tengok.
ke?
Dia ada macam the core storyline, lepas tu dia ada macam komedi punya side stories tu. So I tak tengok lagi, but takut orang tengok the komedi punya portion lain. Ini bukannya cerita perang, ni cerita lawak.
Anyway,
tapi mobile suit action, cara dia buat macam real juga kan. Dan dia ada politics juga, dia especially yang the season baru ni tu.
Yeah. Anyway, as per request, this is the box. Is this one?
Full mechanics ke?
Tak tahu.
Okay.
1/100.
Tadi full 100.
Yeah.
NG, non-grade.
Yeah, non-grade.
So,
Dia bukan RG, bukan HG,
Tak.
Dia, kalau this is the HG, the MG should be slightly bigger about that.
Slightly bigger.
I see. Yeah. So
Did
that's,
you know?
yes?
Did you know IBO punya Gundam are named after setan?
Barbatos tu.
It's Barbatos Satan.
Yes. Dia ada satu
Really?
codex punya tu, dia senaraikan nama-nama setan tu kan. So Barbatos is one of them. Kan number one is Bale.
Bale, ya, Gundam Bale lah. Bale yang
Sama
Vida
apa,
punya kan.
Gusion,
Gushen Rebek, Full City.
so semua tu nama demons.
Ya ke? Oh my god, I didn't know that.
Anime in general and Gundam, dia orang suka reference benda-benda cool macam ni. They will take a whole concept and they akan maximize it. Kalau you tengok Gundam 00, dia refer banyak kepada religion and theology.
Yes.
Kalau nak tanya pada our panelist Baspop 1, dia lagilah deep into benda tu. So I'm like, okay. Aku just tengok pada piu-piu tapi dia boleh cerita semua macam like, wow.
Tak sampai tahap Eva.
One was here an hour ago. Anyway, okay lah. Jadi lah, just to cap it off, so I mean, saya sebagai noob, as I said, these are my favorite tools, my pens.
Real touch pens.
And yes, this is Mr. Hobby. Memang once you're done with it, it just gives you a nice sheen to it, makes it look nice. So dia ada gloss, semi-gloss dengan matte. Anyway, I think we've done a nice coverage of Gundam in general, and kita pun dah banyak tengok komen daripada chat. Just a quick rundown before we go on. Max 9 IBO lebih bagus dari Sid.
Come on, Max.
Is that your friend?
Yes.
Is that your friend?
So me and Max, we are rooting. We are rooting for the next MG to be definitely siapa nama the guy I don't remember. we are rooting like, what is the next MG? Come on, we're waiting for the next MG for IBO and
IBO seperti seperti Game of Thrones dan Barbatos Lupus is the best.
Yes, like I said, Lupus is the best. Yeah, okay. Rex is actually the second. Yeah, true. Yeah.
And then Elmel, RG for the week. Kawan you juga ke?
Yes.
Oh my god. Datang. Keep your friends coming. I'm gonna buy that for my freedom.
Yeah. Because I have all kinds of like, this is what we are fighting for most of the time. Yes. Strike Fighter Gundam. Yeah, this is the one that we are going for. This is the 20. Yes. Ada yang 40 yang apa? Strike Fighter yang satu lagi. So
ada Strike Freedom dan ada Freedom saja.
Ada Freedom, ada Strike Freedom. Yes.
Okay. Ada lagi satu. This is the one that made a reference to Kyokai Senki. Kenapa anime Kyokai Senki tak masuk dalam Gundam Universe? Kalau tengok,
dah jawab dah.
Kalau tengok anime macam tu ada vibe Gundam IBO dan Gundam OO konflik jalan cerita pun macam dah jawab dah.
Boleh speculate je lah. Kita tak ada answer yang betul.
Okay. Oh, just back to Elmel tadi, tak pernah tengok seat, but my first Gundam gonna be RG Freedom.
Yeah, because the suit itself looks excellent. Lawak.
Yeah.
First Gundam, RG Freedom.
And then back to Max, Thunderbolt, best music, bebop, jazz.
Thunderbolt heavily jazz dengan R&B. Because both of the main characters suka jazz, satu suka R&B dan dia selalu main-main.
Oh, Max lagi. I'm going backwards here. Sid banyak teriak nama.
Sid dia banyak apa? Sid tu pecah.
Anime mestilah berjerit-jerit nama-nama.
Yeah, we've definitely brought our fight here.
Okay. Footproof again. Barbatos start new Gundam design. Oh yeah, we mentioned that just now as well. Nice. Terutamanya Gundam frame. Yeah. I think we've got up to date lah by now with regards to comments. I think sekarang kita bolehlah juga kita let's go to our next segment of this section is we're doing quite well actually. Too well actually. 1 hour 30 minutes. We shall now have a chat. We're going to have a chat about the latest iteration of the Mobile Suit Gundam franchise, which is the Witch from Mercury. So as usual, kita mulakan kita punya session dengan reaksi satu ayat.
Sini pun ada.
Oh, lupa. Aku dah punya karat lah. Yeah, I have to do that, not that. So anyway, reaksi satu ayat, Witch of Mercury. For me, because as you all know, as I said just now, this is probably my second one. It's an easy watch. I think macam SHAZ pernah sebut tadi, kalau tak ada interest langsung dalam Gundam pun, it's an easy watch. It's not. It has the trimmings of what, in my opinion, a Gundam series should have. It is done in a different manner because, you don't get high school hijinks in a Gundam series. But I guess masa kita pernah sebut ni dalam sesi bedah about sometime back in October, but we were probably a bit biased because it was 3 episodes in. But now after seeing all 12, whoever's wrote this quite good lah. So anyway, we'll give our guest first dips. What was your reaksi satu ayat untuk siri Witch from Mercury? Go ahead.
Reaksi satu maksudnya macam mana? Nak like in one
for
word?
the whole
Cakap
je. Oh,
cakap je.
It's a crap. Anyway.
That's my life.
Not LGBT. That's yeah. Because I'm like, kids came, not literal kids lah. When I try to promote watching Witch from Mercury, right? They're like, what are we watching? Is this a lesbian? Like, is this a underlying theme?
The overtones ada.
Yeah, the overall tones. But I'm like, because when it comes to MHA, which is very known, My Hero Academia or Boku no Hero Academia, like they have this like very toxic fandom, right? So when I go, because I also we do several events, SEG events last year. So when I tried promoting,
like MYRA, you ke kiri sikit, muka you kena block. No, ke kanan. Lagi. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So you tengok kita selalu on this side of the screen tau.
Yeah, because kadang you kena block dengan the overlay. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. So bila because I involved with this ACG event organizer in KK. So when I tried, like, because everybody is talking about different anime at different times, right? So when I tried to promote to watch Witch from Mercury, so some of them actually came back to me and give like several like sort of feedbacks that are like, is this an LGBT punya anime ke, Kak? Dia cakap, no. it's not LGBT. I don't think there's a romantic going on with it, because like Kudo-san has mentioned in the early of our session, macam nampak tengok kat situ, she is just innocent. She was just innocent. So first and foremost, when it comes to this,
Let alone, Mizi. 1% at a time. Okay.
I would still say no. I don't think Sunrise has the balls to actually, because even
it has been done before.
Yeah.
Well, in IBO, we definitely see just for.
But I will leave my judgment with regards to this, because this is an overarching anime thing anyway. But we'll let you finish, and then I'll get you busy.
What you think about Suletta tu?
Suletta, okay. When it comes to I'm not gonna lie, I relate to her so much because I went to boarding school, so I don't have that much interaction with the opposite gender. So when I promote this, because I personally I'm the new among my friends when it comes to the whole Gundam series. So and then it spans way back to 79. So I just watched the 79s like literally last year. So they asked me like, what do you think? Like coming from watching Origin to the whole UC line, and then suddenly we arrived to this Witch Mercury. And I appreciate the visual, the beautiful visual for Witch from Mercury. But if you say that it's LGBT, and I'm like, no, I don't think so. And don't say yet because I don't wanna.
Okay. Okay. Mizi, I know your views already, but by all means.
Okay,
Tapi
I'm gonna
overarching 12 episodes, bukan macam mula-mula kau tengok apa jadah benda ni, tapi dah tengok later ni 12 episode dan merangkum. Okay lah, you go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna say the good things lah. The animations was really sharp, crisp, super terbaik lah. So kalau nak kata up to the series Gundam, this would be the best animation lah.
Mizi, asal kau gelap?
Because aku duduk kat hotel.
Oh.
Aku duduk kat luar, and then dia dah tutup lampu. Tapi you can still see my face.
Okay. Oh, you're outside. I thought you were inside. Okay. Sorry.
Susah kalau dalam family nanti bising.
Oh, okay.
Gundam design, okay. But we don't see much of mobile suit in this 12 episode arc lah, because macam the setting high school and ini apa-apa semua, but the design for the Alfred and the area is okay, nice, and still retain that classic Gundam colors, red, blue, yellow, and white. And the kalau di IBO they try to experiment a diesel punk punya style, where just macam machine gun dengan belatan pedang, just metal on metal. So ni macam they going for the ultra modern, ultra futuristic punya ni. But I like the shields become speeds yang terbang.
I am big fan of that too. Yeah.
Same here.
So ni lagi beam weapon, all beam weapon lah. So those good benda tu lah yang macam can actually give me the strength to watch all this 12 episode, which macam okay. So now come into the tak berapa tu part, because I'm a bit UC fan. UC fan in terms of macam the anti-war message something. This is more towards macam corporate thriller.
Actually,
Yes.
So with they don't deal with nations, they deal with corporates.
Yes.
Syarikat ni cuba nak buat tu, cuba nak buat ni apa semua.
Yes.
I was quite blown away with the prologue. Macam okay, you set up macam ni, prologue macam ni, apa-apa semua. And then we know that this Suletta some might speculate she is Eri, the daughter apa semua, and then we know that it is going to be a school setting, a school that trains kids to pilot and maintenance Gundam apa semua, which in itself is quite cool. I was expecting something like Food Wars, dia orang challenge main.
Okay, Food Wars. Yoga Koken,
Then the problem lies with me is actually the LGBT thing ni tak mengganggu sangat kalau done in a way. But for me, I tak boleh nak get into because the Suletta character itself, it's not, I tak suka sangat Gundam pilot. Okay, yang macam you see Banazil Links tu, mula-mula tengok I tak suka dia sebab whining banyak sangat, but once I rewatch it after tengok 0079, faham dia punya sejarah everything, okay, I get it lah. So Suletta ni terlalu, for me, terlalu innocent, terlalu macam suka-suka apa semua, and then throughout that 12 episode, I faham you tunjuk at the appearance, rupa dia macam ni, dia jenis apa, blur, tak tahu apa-apa apa semua, but at least I am hoping that she's actually a very good ace pilot punya Gundam, boleh tembak siapa-siapa, tapi perangai macam tu still I can find it interesting. But when we tengok 12 episode tu, Gundam action kurang. It's like 2-3 episode baru ada Gundam fight, 2-3 episode baru Gundam fight, 2-3 episode
They are
Gundam
really
fight.
stretching it, right? They are like stretching,
And then fight in a setting, in a school setting yang macam kau tak ada rasa apa, kalau in the actual war kau takut orang tu mati apa semua, ni just school, so just kau lawan-lawan everything is safe. And then macam tak nampak where powernya Suletta ni as a pilot, sebab nampak macam orang lain lagi terror pada pilot dia punya advantage the area Gundam saja.
And she's relying on Ariel so much.
Yes.
That's actually.
Lepas tu yang dia lawan siapa yang the latest dude tu?
Ceres. Elan Ceres. Sadik Segaraga.
Tu pun macam dia menang kerana lucky shot
tak, dia menang because dia that time dia orang lawan as a team as opposed to a one-on-one. Because Cucu nama dia?
Cucu.
I like her. I like her.
With the hair.
Mula-mula I find her annoying, but after a while I don't know. I quite like her. Anyway, good.
Okay, so itulah macam macam I tak fasa fulfill lah dengan karakter Suletta ni. Is macam being competent, tengok macam dia kebudak-budakan sikit lah. So but towards macam the final 2 episode where shit's got real, macam you ada actual conflict, ada terrorist, ada apa semua, and then muncul 2 GUNPLA baru, Gundam baru
dari bumi,
Gundam baru, the Earth.
So okay, nampak start interesting, and then you see that the punya kononnya apa, mak dia Prospera. Yang apa manipulate, I think macam dia yang manipulate and move the plot along. And then lepas tu macam they say something to her, okay, and then we get that post credit scene yang actually redeem this series for me lah, macam membuatkan I'm interested to see the part 2 or season 2 apa yang jadi.
Aku bukannya nak kata sorry go ahead.
So far sebab rasa macam journey 12 episode ni for me is quite rough, but macam my faith terhadap Gundam series ni dengan apa, the good parts of this Gundam series tu yang buat tapi macam for me is a chore lah, macam tengok juga tengok, and then what's not helping is macam dia ada setengah minggu selang like 2-3 minggu tak ada. The New Year punya ni. It
sucks man. Dah 2 kali kan, 2 minggu satu episode dan 2 minggu lagi. Oh god, that sucks so much.
Itulah lepas tu when we realise that macam ada orang theorize that macam Suletta ni not necessarily Eri. Orang kata mungkin clone lah, mungkin there's something sinister. There's something sinister in this whole Gundam development apa semua. Okay, that one I interested to know
Possible
lah apa
juga,
yang
ya.
jadi.
Sebab
I
ada
don't-
Ellen kan.
I don't want to be like know it all, tapi macam in the beginning when we started to see the mother again, and biasalah dengan the charm mask. I mean, you know it's going to be the mother because it's the arm. She got the robotic arm, and her demeanor was a bit different. She's now running a corporation. You kind of suspect something's amiss, something's afoot, and then by the time you see episode 12, I feel like aku rasa kesian gila. Why wonder what she put her kid through to make her retain the degree of innocence and yet being able to commit whatever she did tanpa fikir you dah selamat tapi kau dah tenyeh orang tu dah mati kan, that kind of thing. And dia tak rasa apa
Exactly.
I was like bloody hell this girl. So dia memang naif tapi bukan pasal dia bodoh ke apa, pasal mak dia.
Isn't it that I feel like when that happened, when she just smashed the person kan, I feel like there's this underlying like a menacing feeling. I feel like she is Mikazuki in a way. Like,
okay.
Yeah, I have that kind of feeling when
Mikazuki was cool.
Yeah. Well, Mikazuki, because Mikazuki is what do we call it? Is it a sociopath? Was it? Yeah. Dia macam
dia misanthrope.
Mikazuki sama macam Setsuna.
Tak, dia misanthrope. Orang yang tak suka orang. I rasa dia more of a misanthrope. I know, sorry Shaz, we are getting back to you, obviously coming to you, but yeah, but that was one bit of it. So I mean, obviously she's got a motive to be angry and all that. Obviously, Bapak Miorine dealing Rembrandt. Dealing Rembrandt was the guy who said no Gundam allowed, blah 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 blah, and then unilaterally destroyed the Vanadis Orc Earth whatever setup yang and then her husband pula mati. Interestingly also what Mizi said about the clone, I've not read that bit, but I read somewhere dia orang kata the time between what happened in the prologue dengan ni was 25 years. And then
25 years tapi umur dia 17, so tak
Yes. So it doesn't match. So something of either somebody made a mistake in putting the time span, or there is something going on. I think we'll go to Shaz immediately because we don't want to get on. Because kita masih dalam reaksi satu ayat. So go ahead. Go ahead, Shaz. Okay.
Dia punya reaksi satu ayat is pretty simple. Episode 0 dia was promising us a Gundam show. Then halfway up to episode half the first third of the series macam like ini Gundam show ke apa ni? And then the second third of the show it became this is a high school show dengan Gundam inside. And then the final third of the season dia jadi this is actually a Gundam show.
Baru nampak.
Yeah, because dia macam episode 0 promised us a hero UEF Setsuna FCA punya character. Jenis yang macam like I will end up being one of the best pilots because this thing will respond to me naturally and whatnot, and I'm just going to like tapau everybody because why? I just look at them as explosions. They're not people to me. Benda meletup, benda mati, benda meletup. Like, okay. So then bila masa high school, apa sebab budak ni macam orang baru umur darjah 3, 4 macam like something wrong here tau kan. So then bila later on through the power of friendship kita berjaya mengatasi segalanya. It's a high school show. Kita sekolah. The Gundam is
nakama.
Then macam like ubah lagi dia punya tone macam like banyak konspirasi lah pula. And then ini orang dari bumi pula dah start involved kan.
Suddenly there's when Ethian came to the picture, it's I'm kind of like starting to lose interest, to be honest.
Honestly, aku rasa Wish for Mercury is a good watch kalau you have zero Gundam punya experience. Because
True,
you have
true.
you tak ada expectation, tak ada apa, you macam like tengok and everything. And more importantly, you did not watch episode 0.
Oh.
Because
Yes.
episode
True
0
though.
betul tau. Aku dan ni
Yes.
sambung dalam kita punya group chat tau. Apa benda ni?
Oh.
Kenapa ni? We really will care the fact that there was LGBTQ like tones in it. But the one aku rasa is more of the fact that Japan is embracing the fact that given how time is now, in the far future, girl liking girl, guy liking guy is going to be normal. Dia bukannya push ke muka kita tau, macam the Westerners do it. Dia more like, well, if that's what's going to happen in the future, we may as well put it as a reality in our shows lah. Sama macam Cyberpunk 2077 punya game world. To them, it's natural. There are already people, guys liking guys, girls liking girls. So in the far future, it becomes more normalized. Orang dah accept. Kan? Just like dulu, orang cannot accept the blacks and the whites in the same bus together and all that. Then over time, they have changed and become, I would say, more accepting lah. Nak kata as a better society, memang is better. But
kena buat disclaimer tu.
Ha?
Kena buat disclaimer, nanti orang pas marah.
I will let everybody judge themselves lah what is good or not.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
the fact will not change that certain things bila dia dah bergerak tu, society will end up accepting it. Macam
And also,
orang guna ICQ, guna Yahoo Messenger, sekarang Facebook is the norm.
Yeah. Oh.
Kan?
I mean,
Contohnya lah.
I'm not saying ni bukannya nak menghalalkan cara ke apa. At the end of the day, ini orang yang buat ni bukan orang kita, bukan budaya kita, and then also it's not new. We've got gender bending anime, we've got Yuri anime, boys love anime / manga since God knows when.
I mean, from the 80s dah ada anime lelaki jadi perempuan jadi lelaki.
Like Ranma ke apa.
So
because
I just imagine it's them being open-minded lah.
Because it's like when I went to this place in Ikebukuro dekat Tokyo, which is north of. So I mean, kepada siapa yang pernah pergi ke Tokyo dan minat benda-benda geek, Akihabara, Nakano Broadway, Ikebukuro is another place. And I went, and there's this particular street depan bangunan yang Sun Plaza yang ada the biggest Tokyo Pokemon Center. I saw lah this, ramai orang kat sini, banyak girls tengok apa, kedai manga. Aku masuk, diorang semua toleh tengok aku. Asal kau tengok aku? Betul aku tengok poster-poster. Semua jantan cium jantan. Oh, salah kedai. It's Yaoi Central, Boys Love Central, and all these girls were like, "What are you doing here?"
Are you apa namanya? Fujodanshi.
I didn't know. Fujoshi.
Betul. Girls is Joshi, Fujoshi. I think the boys is Fujodanshi, was it?
Yeah. I know, but Fujoshi, the girls
yang suka.
All those shops were BL shop.
No.
Aku dapat. Banyak awet. Jangan tengok. Asal? Kau ghostan. Tergugat ke lelakian aku. Tak ada.
Nasib baik masih dekat pintu lagi kan.
Belik-belik macam Odekai Shibas. Balik tengok. Ya Allah. Tak ada lah. Anyway,
cari masjid terdekat.
Tapi yang cakap pasal design tadi lah, like kenapa dia from tiba-tiba dia high school, tiba-tiba dia ni kan. Tapi one of the things I also noticed jugalah bila tengok the mechanical designer kan, ada yang dari IBO, ada yang daripada ni, ada juga yang so I think there's the mechanical
studio
the people in the studio. So I think there's a reason why kenapa dia macam there's a jump between this and then the reason why is because there's too many I think ada satu orang je yang macam yang JNT HD ke apa nama dia yang betul-betul I never seen from the ones yang I've watched before. So I noticed yang original creator, ada yang dari IBO. So it's kind of nice to see the continuity of the mechanical design, like daripada like Barbatos ke. So actually it's nice to see. Yeah, I always appreciate the continuity between like from one, because bila nak cakap pasal, tadi kita cakap pasal SHAZ Nabil being clones in other series and Lady Prospera apa, you guys ever heard about Prospera punya yang dalam is it Shakespeare ke? Dia cakap, because there's Prospera, there's Ariel, there's a elements in Shakespeare
ni. The character of Abel, jantan nama Prospero. The Tempest, the book, the
Tempest,
work,
yes.
The Tempest.
So
Aku baca Hamlet je.
The Tempest is a play by
Rosencrantz, Guildenstern.
Anak Prospero nama Miranda. Betul. Ariel is a spirit in service to Prospero.
So yeah. Nak cakap pasal narrative tadi kan.
I didn't realize. So they specified that they were inspired by the Tempest, the character names, is it?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but ada yang biasalah Reddit kan. Ada orang sebut lah. So you can from there macam SHAZ Nabil, bila dah ada yang pakai mice tu, you can tell like the underlying punya tone. So maybe from Shakespeare tu juga dia cakap you can getting from that also lah. Yeah.
So with regards to back to the story lah. So obviously the back kepada yang siapa yang belum lagi menonton, I think the gist of this is that the world is the solar system has basically kind of two factions, not factions. Yeah, people who come from Earth and people who live in the colonies. But the thing is, it does appear that the people from who's on Earth are now reverse. Dulu kan orang cakap kalau karakter dari, kalau if you're Earth from who live in the Earth, orang kaya, orang yang downtrodden lah, duduk Mars, duduk Venus or whatever. I mean, the fact that they have a colony in Mercury so close to the sun goes to show that I don't know what kind of life they have there even. So yeah, it's kind of opposite, and we've only got very little to see with regard to what the Earth is like at the moment. But it does seem to have like another bunch of people who. So in short, pun in this universe, the term Gundam is used to describe a technology in which
Gun arm.
It's called gun arm, and then menyebabkan the pilots have to go to several levels. Apa nama levels tu? Because for example,
score.
Yang level 1, level 2, level 3.
Permit score. Yeah.
Yeah, permit score. Yeah, because for example, if the antidote that the corporate people use will work on permit score 3, but because Ariel can go beyond 3, Suletta can go beyond, and for some reason, as we can see from the prologue. In my opinion, the prologue is still important because why is Suletta or Eric immune
to
the effects? Because everybody either muka biru atau muka merah kan bila dah kena.
Konsep ni pernah Mike dulu pernah pakai, where macam orang yang boleh bawa mobile suit ni is a particular type of group of people. Macam for the UC Universal Century, Zion better pilots because macam dia orang yang develop mobile suit dulu.
I see.
And then C because macam coordinators yang boleh pilot the mobile suit. Orang biasa susah, tapi lama-lama macam dia catch up. Macam tiba-tiba ada sekumpulan manusia natural bumi yang boleh pilot Gundam, tapi kena bagi dadah ke depression apa semua, nak suruh bagi tenang. So kalau macam IBO yang boleh bawa mobile suit yang ada alia bajana sistem yang
ada sikit.
So makes them a better pilot lah. So sekarang macam this Wish for Mercury is, I don't know what the hell is the permit score apa semua. So it's about either special people or kau kena enhancekan diri kau baru kau actually boleh bawa Gundam ni, which diorang nak haramkan Gundam ni because macam nanti orang terlampau power.
And it's also a corporate thing as well. Diorang tak nak macam, tapi at the end of the day diorang buat juga sesiapa yang ada like the top 3 company, the 3 branches, actually the 3 branches je lah. Not the 3 branches. Yeah, the 3 branches, because aku tak include the PIL organisation, which is the one that this guy Alan Seres works for, yang ada a bunch of 4 women with muka botox tu. Itu lagi evil, because Alan Seres tu is a type of witch, hence the name of the pada penonton yang penonton bus pop yang kurang arif, the reason nama cerita ni Witch of Mercury because the developers as well as the pilots in the early stages banyaknya wanita, so they've called them witches. Tapi lelaki pun banyak. So this guy yang betul punya biasa je, tapi it was a clone kan of some sort yang pergi sekolah tu. I don't even know, did they kill him off or what? Because
dia buat clone baru.
It implied that they kill him.
He's killed,
So,
sebab of the kena burn off lah, basically.
It's from that episode onwards lah, you start to see ada shenanigans going on. And also this girl who's part of the Earth House called Nika ni. Terkejut aku tiba-tiba dia sebenarnya baik dengan Sadik Sigaraga duk cari hal.
Zenali, come on.
Shadik.
Semoga bertambah kapal di laut. Allah.
This punya point tu, mula-mula honestly aku tak perasan tau yang 25 years tu. Mungkin masa dia tengah flash atau aku tengah tengok sebelah kiri ke apa kan.
Tak,
so,
that one aku baca.
Aku tak perasan, aku terbaca Kakarot 197 yang highlight.
So, if that is true, there is a high chance, there might be 2 potential scenario. It might not be a clone. Sebab kita tak tahu 25 years tu adakah the same 25 years ke macam mana. So itu very small scene punya discussion point lah. So assuming that is not the issue, that means dia orang tak ada silap, sebenarnya 25 Mercury years, that's why Earth years lain. Let's assume that's not the case.
I haven't thought of that.
Because that is
time
too
moves
lame
differently.
That is too lame a point for us to like,
Ni Interstellar
kalau that was the argument in the actual anime, I'll be a bit disappointed lah. Macam penggunaan itulah pula lah.
Okay. Mercury, one mercurial year is 88 days. So
kalau dalam 4 pun it should be 7 Earth years.
Kan.
So it makes no sense. So let's put that aside. So now going with the fact that she highly could be a clone is the fact that mungkin dia tak nak anak dia menjadi a killer, walhal anak dia has the ability to become one. So dia ambil a gene pool buat a clone.
Sebab yang teknologi siapa yang Alan Carus punya house pun actually they've known each other kan dengan Prospera. So there's a definitely possibility.
That episode, and the character is important tau. Dia nak menunjuk kepada kita cloning technology exist dalam this universe. Satu, the fact that cloning technology exists, so okay, there is a possibility dia clone. Kedua, Manju, aku tak baca apa ni tau. Ini aku fikir balik about the story and how it was while when you mentioned that she was the clone. The fact that dia ni macam tak ada ilmu dunia tau kau. Rumput tak kenal, fruits tak kenal.
Macam ni ke rasa tomato?
benda konsep kawan kita dari kecil umur 5 tahun dah ada musuh. Aku benci aku. Tak suka mamak tu ambil basikal aku.
You know the ironic thing is
Kau
now.
minat UC. Anyway, tak tahu.
Ironic thing is now is that dia orang ni bersungguh-sungguh nak mengharamkan Gundam punya teknologi ni, padahal cloning technology is much more dangerous.
Exactly. Yeah, I actually have the same.
Okay, jangan belabih lagi the points of discussion.
Oh ya.
So,
Sure.
Jadi macam budak bengong, tak tahu what's going on in the world. While you are living in a world, in a universe where you have mecha wars tau. Takkanlah dalam 14 tahun tu your mom tak bagi tengok satu cerita gaduh langsung. Kita umur 10 tahun dah tengok Netflix. Mama, kenapa dia orang makan strawberry, Mama? Oh no, cerita ni ada The Last of Us ada cerita macam ni.
Last of Us.
Kan? Aku suka episod tu. Tapi bila aku tahu ada satu scene yang dipotong dekat Astro, aku macam, oh syukurlah aku tak tengok scene tu. But anyway,
tak tunjuk
tak Astro punya macam tak tunjuk. So aku terkejut bila dia orang cakap, Syaz, macam mana kau boleh tahu scene tu? Scene apa? Lepas tu dia describe it, macam like, oh. Tapi anyway, that one is lari topik lah. So, she is overly naive. Tu satu. That was the part yang aku dengan Mizi macam like, benda ni Mizi. Ni what kind of protagonist is this? We were sure that person zero. We were like, Hero Yui, come on. Setsuna FA, come on, let's go kan.
Yeah, Mikazuki.
Kan, ini cerita apa ni kan? So then later on kita tengok another part why to move the argument that she might be a clone. Dia ni overly obsessed dengan dia punya mom punya rules and list tau. So that kind of thing is usually something which is beyond naive. Bila kau 14 tahun, I don't know about girls lah, but guys dah mula duk cari ni gambar ni lawan ni, gambar apa ni. So if we are already nakal masa umur 12-13 tahun, umur 14 tahun you are this naive, aku susah nak percaya lah. And the fact that you don't have anything else, macam kalau dia jumpa dengan Miori ni semua ni kan, saya tak tahu pasal gardening sebab saya suka baca pasal kereta. She has nothing tau. Dia tak ada cerita macam I suka main game, so aku tak tahu pasal dunia ni. Mungkin dia kata I memang suka mecha ni je, I tak tahu about the rest of the world, but I can tell you mecha ni dia punya turning radius speed dia macam ni. Kalau dia buat jet thruster dia macam ni, 80 per meter per second macam ni.
Are we like moving towards the idea?
Kan? She has nothing.
I have this feeling that, I'm sorry to interject, but it's just when you said that, I feel like when masa yang episode first tu kan, she was just awakened.
Baru tidur.
Memories macam memories injected. Sebab dia macam ada feeling Resident Evil sikit. Ada deja vu macam Resident Evil kan. At the end of the kan Resident Evil tu, it was revealed that she's actually not original pun. Dia pun clone juga. So to assume the identity. Sebab bila fikir balik kan, the level of innocence tu macam like when you said like, well, girls also talk about boys when we were 14. So
and not just that. If you remember the prologue as well, I'm not saying that as a 4-year-old she was bloody intelligent, but she had some sense to feel disappointed in things blah blah. Kan dia pergi jumpa, when she traveled alone to the machine and started talking to the machine as if, so you're my sister, borak. So and then suddenly she's this really dull person. So it's quite interesting lah. So kalau dia tak clone, God knows what the mother did to her, which is disappointing lah.
That was my other point I wanted to go to. Kalau katakan before that, dia punya list tu, just as a reminder, is all a list of people, orang yang kita umur 6-7 tahun dah buat. Nak cari kawan.
Nak cari kawan.
Dia macam ni, nak buat macam ni. Macam ini macam umur 5-6 tahun dah buat dah. So anyway.
Apa tu yang identical items, was it? Like in the list. Tu pun masa kita matching. We did that when we were like darjah 2 kot.
Tukar stokin. But this is the other point. This is the other point. Maybe 25 years has passed. Tapi Suletta did not age 25 years.
In cryo. If she was in cryo.
That's why dia macam blur tau. Tapi dia kenal mak dia. Because it's someone she grew up, then the mom macam Gundam technology has to move up a few more years baru she can be the great person I want her to be. Okay, freeze her, remove all the records from the past and whatnot, baru dia lahir. Because kan kita tak tahu dia daripada past mana, sekolah mana, no friends at all. Dia ada cerita tak pasal kawan-kawan lama dia? Tak ada kan? She's completely a blank slate tau. So she's either a clone, which is possible because of the hints dia dah bagi tunjuk, or she could have been put into cryo, and that's why dia macam like tak tahu apa tapi mama. So it's very interesting, and that's why bila the fact that at the end of episode 12 ke 13
12 I think.
Because
dia tak
she could have been dalam cryo tu, her memory could have been modified. So dia tak ada sense of morality sangat and everything. Masa dia lawan pun it feels all like a game. Macam orang macam tengah seronok main and everything. So she might actually be someone not just cryo, mungkin mentally, or mungkin dia body dia aging tapi sebab dia tak ada experience in real life, then dia jadi itulah macam budak umur dah 7-8 tahun lah.
Macam dalam koma.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I was doing the little reading around blah blah, and then I've done this before for previous anime IPs which Buzz Pop and SOC pernah buat session lah, which is Overlord, which is one of them. And then as you well know, with anything pop culture, there is fandom wikia. It depends on who writes these Wikipedia pages. Ni bukan Wikipedia tau, this is the fandom.
Fandom.
So I was quite interested to read about Suletta. Dia kata kan, having spent most of her childhood, so whether there's no, unfortunately, legend or quote for me to look at the tweet reference, I beg your pardon. Having spent most of her childhood growing up on Mercury with nothing much to do, Suletta was provided with many forms of entertainment by her only playmate, one of which being the mobile suit combat simulator, something she started at the tender age of 4 and has since attained great efficiency even at a young age, only bested by her mother. When she was 11, she had gained much experience with the mobile suit piloting skill to a point all the dangerous rescuing operations on Mercury were handled by her. Her piloting control possesses an incredible level of precision, calmly executing a maneuver at a speed ordinary people find unbearable. Now, tanpa reference, I'm quite like, whoever wrote this, gila punya extrapolate whatever happened in Mercury. Susah nak.
He might be referring
cover story
tak, he might be referring to material yang ada dekat Jepun yang kita tak ada.
Tapi tulislah kalau ya pun.
Tak, not everybody academic kudo. Kau ni. He might be a 40-year-old yang type begitu. Mana kita
tulis.
tahu?
Semua benda lain ada reference, yang tu tak ada reference. Macam nama dia. Tak macam anak kepada Elnora dan Nadim Semaya ada nombor 4. She live with them at Fort Vonger nombor 4.
Untuk penonton MYRA, benda-benda macam ni kita akan panggil teori Brazil.
Teori apa?
Kita akan buat teori yang entah dari mana, tak ada rembat je. And asalnya teori Brazil ni is something for Buzzpop punya sejarah. Whereby a lot of peminat MCU daripada Brazil buat teori gila-gila.
Mampus.
So terus jadi teori Brazil. Saya tak tahu when it started, but sejak belajar itu saya pakai lah.
Yeah, so that's useful in Buzzpop.
Okay, good to know.
I tend to use teori Yokohama, which is an offshoot, to make it more anime, but there you go. AKA Palatau lah punya.
I don't know, itulah macam it's a bit too detail tapi kita tak dapat apa-apa
point of reference.
Okay, why don't we
Tolong highlightkan soalan kategori the great tu. 11:40.
Aku baru nak cakap kita nak macam let's look at some comments sana. I'm going to the comment section. Kategori the great yang ni.
Gundam.
Apa macam
Bukan.
No. Wait. Pukul
Ke bawah. Ditanya pasal
last
Gundam.
kali. Yang ni.
Okay. Ini aku nak bagi either MYRA ataupun Mizi jawab sebab aku tak ingat this point. Dia punya linkage
Oh, yang ni.
dengan
Okay.
health technology. I know ada link tapi I tak ingat.
Yes,
I think it's
the
from the
Gundam
prequel.
kan? Ya, the prequel.
The prequel kan dia kata it's like macam something about Neuralink, macam you boleh control apa if you macam kena amputate ke apa semua, tapi macam you can like control your macam appendages or apa mobile suit apa semua dengan directly link to your brain.
Oh, dia lebih kepada pinjam ayat yang profesor tu lah. Dia cakap when it comes to the Gundam, actually sebab kita as a human, kita not auto macam boleh adapt with the living in space. So with the help of the Gundam technology, that's how dia macam mana dia help us to adapt with the living in space. So macam contoh sebab after a while macam orang ada eksperimen dia sama juga dengan RSK punya Alavich Nana punya apalah, sebab nak adapt with the like you being the pilot like for the mobile suit, dia kena adapt. Tapi beza dia macam kalau nak, that's why masa episod berapa yang orang dah start macam buat synthetic punya prosthetic punya tu, so dia nak balik kepada macam untuk orang yang cacat macam tu actually.
Episode
tapi
dia nak buat syarikat sendiri.
yes tapi
tetap.
episode yang dia nak buat, so dia like jumping off, so kira macam dia orang nak fokus kepada like what Gundam can do like in positive light, tapi the fact that it is highly weaponized, can be like highly weaponized.
Yes.
Yang ada moral kat situ lah macam mana siapa yang boleh jadi controller kat situ.
Because macam in a way pun Delling Rembrandt pun has a point, because dia kata kalau nak perang, kalau aku nak bunuh orang,
biarlah orang lawan orang.
Orang lawan orang. So dia he's being a bit idealistic lah, tak boleh pakai. So that was his philosophy lah.
Tapi I have a problem with that lah, macam if kalau dia punya tu justify, kenapa kita in the real world ni tak pergi pergi protes kat Boston Dynamics?
Kenapa dia?
Okay,
we are back.
Boston Dynamics dia buat AI, robots and all that. So tu lah Mizi tanya, why are we as humans are not protesting the development of AI?
Mizi, we can hear you, we can see you. Can you hear us?
Tak, aku dengar dia tadi.
Dengar je.
Dia tak macam Mizi, kenapa? We can hear you. Can you hear us? I think he's having what you had just now.
Yeah.
Okay. Tak apa. Biar Mia busy updatekan dulu. But generally yang Muri ni punya father yang bangkang dengan teknologi, right? Dia macam berpegang kepada falsafah perang lama tau. Where the fight is personal. That means is people against people. This is direct contradiction dengan today punya society punya direction. We are moving away from weapons of mass destruction, people fighting people, especially dekat US. They're using all kinds of technology.
They're using drones, using guided missiles.
Kan? Dia orang tu like, aku nak bunuh orang ni dan orang ni saja sebab dia ketua ni, and then 3-4 orang ni yang dia punya advisor yang paling rapat. So it makes a bit of a interesting counter measure lah. Adakah Bapa Miorini ni somebody who really says, oh, fights must be personal, tak boleh just robot lawan robot, okay, better technology menang, or dia sebenarnya fear the Gundam technology. Sebab that is where, tak silap aku, if my understanding was correct lah, that is where the permit score come in. Because permit score tu ada linkage dengan the Gundam punya teknologi.
Yeah.
Link to your brain and all that tau.
Yeah.
So there is a certain level where kau tak boleh nak take the input and processing anymore. Thereby kau akan mentally mati lah, brain dead. That's why the people who reach the higher permit score from the end of the last 2 episodes tu, the people attacking the ships, the base tu, their permit score like sampai 4 tau, which is beyond what is the acceptable Gundam
level for human being.
So that is probably what is special about Suletta ni. She can actually reach that high level, but mungkin at that point of time teknologi Gundam tak sampai lagi, or baru terfikir mungkin there is a persecution against people who can reach that high level of permit score. So the mom kasi hide the daughter dulu 25 years tu. That is such an important a very important point, tapi aku tak nampak apa ni, what is Gundam.
I'm going through the chat. This is from Max. One word, toxicity in a good way, because it makes people want to buy more kids.
Interestingly, yes. There is a lot of toxicity dalam you're talking about the in-world characters lah. Aku tak nak discuss toxicity luar. In the universe itself, there's a lot of hidden things tau. Macam Mizi kata tadi, it is a corporate punya what do you call it? Corporate punya espionage and all this kan. So that kind of thing will lead to toxic punya thing. Dia orang nak berebut, nak buat projek pun kena voting by popularity, kau present and everything. So it becomes a very toxic environment in the corporate punya world. Tapi kepada investor dengan board of directors, dia tak kisah orang mati ke apa ke, duit masuk dulu. So that is a good way from a business perspective. Tapi for the people running up that business punya model tu, it's very toxic lah. Pasal soalan kit tu, I tak berani beli even one kit daripada which from Mercury, sebab kalau you orang tengok kat atas tu dah terlalu banyak. And then
I am guilty of collecting them all.
I'm an obsessive collector. So bila dah minat tu kan, mulalah yang paling banyak I ada is of the 00 punya ni, okay? I ada RG Quanta, O Exia, and then I have 00 Riser Clear, Exia Merah, Quanta Merah, I think 1 or 2 more, and I got like ada 2 kotak ni clear set from Mobile Suit Gundam Zero. So macam like kalau you dah terjebak tu kan, memang you akan jadi tak boleh lah. That's why I tak berani. My friends pun cakap, SHAZ, you should get this, the kit look good, but I cannot start. Bila dah start jadi bengong.
This is very true.
Kan? So kalau you all lepas dah sembang-sembang ni berminat nak collect the kits, belilah kits yang you suka, tapi jangan try menjadi macam kita nak collect everything from a series. You akan jadi gila. I dengar dah Mira explain tadi tu, I ada SD, I ada SG, lepas tu ada PG 23. I PG. You actually have PG?
Tak, PG on the way.
On the way lah. Nampak tu. Apalah orang muda.
Tak, sebab sebab the thing is, bila I start tengok when I started watch Gundam, which is back to 0079, so ngam my friend cakap, Myra, kalau you nak PGU, kita boleh dapat PGU, tapi end of 2022. Yeah. So what happened?
Aku tak dengar music.
Itulah, I can hear his background noise.
Yeah.
Oh, mungkin dia punya headphone kan?
Yeah, let me just.
Boleh dengar, but I cannot
aku
hear
Dah,
you.
boleh dengar dah.
I can hear you,
Oh,
but he cannot hear us. He may
dia tertukar kot.
he may have to adjourn.
Oh.
Oh, dia tertukar.
Laptop problem audio and I don't have headphones with
No,
me.
you can hear me, but I cannot hear you.
Oh,
Oh, susah
Output, input.
dialog tanya dia semua kan.
ya.
So macam mana Mizi?
The mic is working, but the speakers are not.
Oh.
It's up to you.
Itulah masalah dia dengan apa ni?
Let me connect sekejap.
Okay.
Apa kita bagi dia try a few
I don't know.
minutes.
Yeah,
Boleh?
keep on trying, but we'll continue. I've got an extra question from Max. Dia kata macam mana nak sebut? Nak sebut kalau you are correct. Yeah, because dia ruberisu.
Ruberisu.
On katakana. So yeah.
Rubris.
Rubris. So rufris lah.
Ruberisu.
So atau cakap bahasa Inggeris lufris je lah.
Ruberisu.
Maybe dia ni mesti refer to specific characters ni. That's why the English spelling and then dia punya pronunciation in Jepun
Lain. Ya.
Let me just do a quick Google. In fact, what is else? No, it does appear that it's not from something. It is a Gundam name. Tak ada nama daripada Greece ke, nama daripada to Max menambah cucu best character in WFM. Anyway, komen daripada Foodproof.
Aku nak jawab cucu tu.
Oh, nak cakap cucu. Okay, cakap.
In terms of
Cucu best
popularity, yes,
character.
she is one of the more fun characters to ni. Tapi honestly aku rasa karakter yang paling best written is Myorine.
For me, I vote for Myorine tu. Actually. Ya.
Cucu
Sebab bila
semua
tengok
fun. Yes. Memang aku macam like ini kalau jadi kakak aku ke, adik aku ke, aku ni classmate ke, yes. Tapi dalam well writtenness, aku pelik kenapa Myorine was not the main character. Because dia have all the story tau.
Tapi kan
yang overbearing.
But she is a deuteragonist, so she is kind of like MC.
Sebab I think kan I tengok anime, I started watching anime baru je, macam baru 2021 lah. So bila I tengok ni, macam I perasan bila I cakap dengan orang kan yang dah tengok yang season watcher for anime, ramai orang cakap kau punya generation ni yang banyak deuteragonist tau. Sebab usually kalau macam zaman the big three, dia akan fokus on nakama, dia akan fokus on like being the ni. Tapi bila dia masuk MHA, Jujutsu Kaisen, perasan tak Deku, Tanjiro, they have all these similar things, like they are the main character but mesti ada yang second character macam dalam MHA. Bakugo dengan Todoroki yang overkill for the win. Macam dalam Tanjiro pun Zetsu dengan Inosuke yang for the win. Okay, so macam it's kind of like trending lah. True, yeah.
Because you tengok the One Piece punya characters. You're telling me Zoro is not a main character? His journey to be the number one swordsman, to the fact that dia dah jumpa dia punya target tu tapi kalah, kena pijak macam gajah pijak semut. Then dia after that dia lawan his journey and everything, kalah lagi. Lepas tu menangis-nangis minta bantuan the best swordsman, teach me how to fight. Lala tak kena ajar, kau pergi lawan monyet. Oish, kena lawan monyet. So kita compare pula dengan Sanji. I mean I tak tengok full detail.
Saya tak tengok One Piece tapi saya dengar je. Anyway.
Dia
Sama lah.
Mula-mula daripada chef. Jadi someone who can fight as good as dia punya mentor character dengan the pergi lake tu. Lepas tiba-tiba dia jadi tragic prince. Aku cakap, wow. This is a main character punya level. So I think dia punya it's not so much the fact that dulu nakama, now ada multiple clear MC. It's the fact that dia punya the MCs back then did not really stand out, or rather were not pushed by the fandom. Dia macam like, oh karakter ni patutnya jadi MC. This one if it's your story, they'll be this MC. Because the people of that time tak kisah. It's just a group of there's the hero and there's a lot of people who are equally capable of being heroes, tapi dia semua a band of hero characters lah, main characters. So it didn't matter tu kan. Today punya fandom, dia orang macam tu yang kata tu, NHA punya fandom, dia punya toxic level is very high.
Yeah.
Pushing aside kita suka guys and guys or girls and girls
Yeah.
punya interaction. The fact
Betul.
that kalau peminat Bakugo tu kan, wow, aku nak kahwin Bakugo, I will die if Bakugo kalau tak ada dalam cerita ni. Aku nak, wow, kau dah umur 40 tahun kot. You know,
Chill je lah.
Are you 12?
Emotional maturity macam
we
nombor
watch
12 tahun
anime.
je.
We watch anime. We know a lot of the characters are high school and not adult level. Kita pun chill juga when the guys and girls win, but sudahlah to the point, oh, I would die if anything were to happen to him. Weh, kau dah ada
sebab
ke dalam gambar kau tu? Kan? So like,
ni mesti yang part dia ada teaser kononnya dia mati kan dalam manga. Itulah ramai actually ramai yang cakap macam tu juga.
Saya tak baca manga tau. Saya tengok anime je. But kebetulan one particular spoiler, I dah terkena spoil while I was like randomly looking through these reels and whatnot. 10 things that will cause the internet to explode. This character and character so happen macam tu. So that was the unfortunate punya spoiler lah. But
yeah, me too agak spoil. I actually dah read manga juga.
The fandom of today, the post 2005 or 2010, they want to push patutnya karakter ni jadi main character. This one should be main character because they are more opinionated in that way. But for me, I'm not because this one will be suitable. Not to me is I just feel at the moment lah. SULETTA has no weight as a main character. Kau macam like dia tak ada backstory tragedy, tak ada macam ni, tak ada macam tu. So that was there was a bit jarring kat situ lah.
Anyway,
especially there's a gap between the character bila dia masa dia kecil, and then patutnya adalah sikit continuity when she appear in the actual season. So I was actually expecting that. Tapi bila consider balik point yang mungkin there's something like happen between when she was a kid and then when she's a teenager, mungkin dia ada kena, mungkin lah there is a possibility of that cryo thingy. Yeah, actually I'm starting to consider that juga sebab the gap is just undeniably.
Kan? So I don't know, for all we know, orang kat Jepun yang mungkin perasan benda tu awal, they're like, wow, there's a story going on here tau, that is not revealed. Macam kita macam like 25 years baru sekarang ni lah I baru perasan. So it goes to show that sometimes anime punya storytelling, kalau kita tak follow properly dia punya development, you might miss a lot of points.
But then also
sorry.
Let me just add a little bit lah. Sebab ada juga nak kena consider point when it comes to Yoshiyuki Tomino, dia is known for that this kind of like gap is so called as a value added to the whole story. So macam I think there are several side story yang dia buat not as sebab kan nak cakap kebanyakannya macam most of the Sunrise punya anime, which is the Gundam punya series, dia macam original material kan, and then baru ada adaptations. So because Yoshiyuki Tomino in this, I am not surprised if he's gonna come up with light novels after this, just to clarify certain
because macam the origin pun there are books, right?
Yes, the origin ada 12 books.
Ada 12 books kan.
Manga,
I just want to tambah something about something you mentioned, pasal Shaz mentioned about Japan. I mean, kind of like slightly off tangent but related to Japan, but related to episode 12. Recently there was an uproar lah that was picked up by social media and the news about the final episode, and obviously due to the scene where the Gundam pretty much splattered a human being like a mosquito. I didn't realize this, but the Gundam episodes were shown at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So, patutlah parents marah dekat Jepun because kalau orang nak argue Chainsaw Man tak ada apa, yelah Chainsaw Man tujuh pukul 1 pagi 11:30 malam, you know, like adult time kan. But the fact that they did this episode, or what they could have done was possibly just say we'll show you the edited version, but you know, and if you
later time,
but that was a bit unfortunate lah.
That's not just that tau. It's the fact that macam kategori The Great pun dia perasan tadi kan. The early part of the show dia macam ini cerita high school tapi ada Gundam. Then suddenly it became a Gundam show. So kalau orang
yang Gundam show yang proper.
It's a Gundam show. Oh ni cerita orang mati. Okay lah, aku punya budak 8 tahun girl ni aku tak bagilah tengok. You know, I will let her see other anime lah. Dia banyak anime kategori. So when graphic tau, benda tu pop, and then the blood splatter, urinate tau. Macam like, what is this?
I was shocked too.
Aku tengok pun aku trauma. Bukanlah trauma macam sampai tak boleh makan, but the fact that I wasn't expecting this from this. I mean, as little Gundam I watch pun dah tahu it's a violent show kan. Anyway, let's look at some more Code Geass best anime. Okay.
I akan sempat tengok lagi yang tu.
It is a good anime, don't get me wrong, but okay. Match 9 dalam IBO semua nama-nama setan. Okay, fine. Yes, we mentioned it just now. Ultra bagus again. Wish Gundam just want to follow Axia body. Tiada idea sudah mau buat macam mana body dia.
This is if I can rephrase that
into Semenanjung BM.
Into Semenanjung punya bahasa Melayu is Wish Gundam tu dia nak follow body design Axia je. Sebab dia dah tak ada idea dah. So like I said lah, kepada dorang yang mungkin sebab dorang tengok anime je kan, dorang tak tengok what goes like behind the scenes and everything, because they don't really know there's a designer from Axia yang
I see.
Yeah, actually, yeah. So it can be seen as that lah from the outside. Itu je.
Shaz, is this the comment from category that you were alluding to just now?
Yeah, betul.
Betul. Next MG IBO is MG Floros.
Floros. Bukanlah. I wouldn't vote. I would definitely vote for Grace Ain punya untuk MG. We fought about this also. What is the next MG for IBO?
Yes,
I can tell you kan. This IBO punya series ni ada one particular suit tau. Sampai aja kat KL, one guy will go and then buy every single kit available.
Why? Dia nak jual kat orang?
Tak, sebab because we were looking for it. 3 bulan berturut-turut bila kita tanya, dia sampai je Zoop dia beli semua. Sampai je Zoop semua. Macam like,
which kid was this?
Aku tak ingat. It's like, it's been so long to the point where every time aku tanya kedai, that one sold out. That one baru sampai 3 days ago. The next day, 2 days ago, the guy came in beli semua.
Mama ni reseller kot.
According to my experience yang beli hunting, because I took me literally 11 months to complete all the kits from IBO, including the what do we call that, the mobile worker pun I beli juga. So I was so obsessed with the series, so I got all of them. So yang paling susah nak dapat that I had to import directly beli dari Japan. So I persuade this guy on Shopee. So can you go to Gundam base and actually buy this for me? And he said yes. So that was siapa nama Grace, bukan Grace. Siapa nama? Amida punya mobile suit yang under tewas punya, which is I asked Amida punya cicak apa Amida punya.
Sebab I tak follow habis IBO, I stop habis. Tak sempat nak sambung.
Amida punya kit dia naik, dia season 2 punya kit. So Every time I tanya seller kan Gundam to you ke apa kan, saya cakap dorang pun banyak. I've gone through at least 15 sellers just to ask for Amida punya kit. Saya cakap memang orang cakap dia datang sikit limited and then memang akan sold out. So if I were to wait dia nak reissue memang tak akan. Dia cakap so Hyakuren, Amida punya version, sebab Hyakuren dia ada 3 ke tak silap. And then ada satu yang color merah yang Amida punya. So I had to ask the guy yang beli daripada Gundam base. So yang got reissue last year. So that was quite a journey lah.
Definitely wasn't this suit.
I
cannot
wasn't that
recall
suit.
which suit it was. But I guess it could be the same scenario lah kot. I berminat nak tengok apa benda Gundam Floros ni.
Why do
MG Floros is
Ni soalan new, comment yang new juga. I mean obviously I live in a different country, so I buy from Japan lah. Tapi beli dari Jepun is too much of a hassle, is it? Macam beli dari Hobby Link Japan ke?
Oh tak, sebab I just ask the guy on Shopee. Sebab when it comes to sebab for me, because I kan kat East Malaysia. East Malaysia, kalau macam the closest thing to buying stuff from Japan is Kinokuniya. So when I go to Kinokuniya, dia tak jual Hobby Link Japan, dia tak jual magazine new type, dia tak jual yang on their web store. If I want to get those magazines, so I have to come to the store itself and then baru boleh beli. Sebab dia dah cakap dah, sebab ada quota nak because this is magazines yang printed in Japan, because I called them lah and I went to KLCC. So dia cakap tak, kita memang this is a walk-in customer punya benefit. Dia cakap kalau nak Hobby Link Japan, nak new type, you have to come and buy from the store. So same goes with the kit. Ada bila I tanya siapa nama Gundam to you, I tanya siapa lagi yang seller-seller yang gempak lah, Impulse Gaming pun sama dia. Kita tak simpan, dia cakap.
The reason I'm asking is because macam Hobby Link Japan dekat Jepun, when I bought this, dia hantar ke UK. I tak pergi. I have a fake proxy service.
Forwarding.
So
macam forwarding.
I ada Tokyo address. So for example, when I buy stuff from Amazon, kalau Amazon boleh hantar, dia hantar terus. Tapi kadang-kadang Amazon Marketplace banyak yang tak jual dekat foreigners. So bila you tukar address you to Japan, you are open to a lot of different things. So that macam, you know, like figures that I buy yang rare ke apa, jumpa dekat Amazon instead of Yahoo. But that's by the by lah. Tapi macam Hobby Link dia hantar abroad. Tapi yelah, Malaysian customs lain dengan UK customs.
Yes.
Dia ketuk lah, takut hilang like courier, local courier lah.
Betul.
Jadi kita menyimpan sekejap on kit rare ni. Dekat Malaysia, every year or every 2 years dia akan ada Gundam punya build championship tau. So letak dia akan ada. I tak tahu Sabah Sarawak ada tak?
Tak ada. Yang the recent one yang ada dekat apa yang diorang buat dekat Penang ke? Ada satu macam expo untuk litak punya sales tadi kan. Kita orang tak ada kat situ.
And dia akan bawa banyak limited kits tau. So aku beli banyak a few kits yang rare kat situ. Kit
Okay.
Crossbone.
Every single day aku pergi kedai tu sebab kebetulan aku ada hobi lain yang dekat dengan kedai tu. Every single day aku datang, belum restock encik, belum restock. Next day restock, okay. The day aku datang, dia kata dia restock, belum lagi. Okay, fine. So bila esok, okay. Then the next day aku datang, ada restock tadi. Ada kita, pusing-pusing tak ada.
Tak ada.
Kalau ada one guy went out and buy like 5 or 6 of it.
Reseller ni kot.
Reseller dia, scalpers.
Dia punya lah fed up kan. Lala aku jumpa kat apa ni? Dekat Shopee, aku tengok harga like 70% extra, tak apalah.
Tak apalah. Dia kalau betul-betul nak tu memang dah tak apalah, kat satu je.
Anyway. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Putra bagus. All Gundam same plot, bergaduh di bumi, lala gaduh di bulan.
Tak juga.
Adalah similarity. Kita tolak aside the build divers and build fighters in series sebab they want more on gunpla building. But
Yes.
G Gundam tak ada plot tu.
Pergi bulan.
G Gundam tak ada that plot. Gundam 00 does not have that plot. Sebab in the end, tapi dia ada lah lawan alien besar macam bulan, so boleh lah buat macam tu.
Dia nak kena tengok banyak lagi ni sebab Putra ni dia fan of Seed. Dia memang Seed je.
I masih menunggu tau. The promised Gundam 00 season 4. So there was 2 seasons and then there was one movie. And then they said, I saw somewhere, we were talking, me and some friends were talking, there is going to be a movie or new series coming
Should
out.
be kan.
Benda tu happen masa MCO ni time. Then news come out. So I have no idea what happened to it. So tak tahulah.
We are never sorry.
Yeah,
Okay,
I agree.
Shut up, Max. Max memang worth it. 86 MECHA anime terbaik.
I've not watched everything.
I haven't watched.
Somebody
I
said
haven't
it's
watched.
quite good.
Oh, 86. I saw one episode.
Is it good?
I saw one episode. It's a very interesting premise.
Okay.
Oh, did you watch the whole season?
Dia tengok satu episode je.
Tak, I baru see one
86.
episode. I was curious.
pilot lah.
But it's not I am hero piloting a super suit. It is a war with people being forced to use mecha units. I would just say that much. Because there's a lot to it. That is like, this is a deep show. So to me, bila film tu looks like something that can be very deep. So okay, I put on the stack dulu. Dah 3 minggu dah. Tak tengok pun, lupa terus. But I've seen the first episode. Dia very very potentially heavy and fulfilling punya anime. So macam aku nak start like to go further sebab bila dah go further nanti benda lain kau tak boleh masuk. So sebab sekarang ni tengah ada bedah benda lain and all that, so I think I put it on hold dulu lah.
Yeah.
For me, kalau macam nak tahu dia promising ke tak kan, bila I suddenly see tengok the boom of dia punya figure. Macam 86 tadi pun kan, sebab bila nak cakap because I also collect Band Presto figures. So bila I tengok my friend cakap, do you know there's this 86 anime is quite new tapi dia dah ada figure tau. Usually Band Presto ni yang price figure ni yang the last one yang catch up to the ni. Selalu yang kalau macam anime pun banyak-banyak pun paling-paling pun Android kan yang keluar. Tapi so bila ada Android, so then ada yang macam lagi mass produce punya macam Band Presto ke Sega ke Taito. Tapi 86 dia dah ada Band Presto. So I think that kind of like backs up the idea of like it's actually kind of like promising juga to watch. Okay. I'm gonna watch that lah. I'm gonna watch that.
Anyway, so I'm gonna quickly go through a couple of things before we go for reaksi lah, because we've gone crazy time wise. Elmel last round STH05 Amida Gundam. With the additional lengkap tak boleh tidur. And kategori degrade Sadik Gundam anti-proton sampai Gundam Suletta tak boleh pakai proton laser. Oh yeah, that bit masa dia orang lawan tu. Yeah. But anyway, thanks chat for a lot of questions. Macam ni lah bak kata Nick, macam ni lah abang nak. Anyway, so as usual before we end our session, kita akan ke segmen seterusnya, which is harapan untuk season kedua. Anyway, so final word lah dari kita sebagai panelis. I mean, after as we said lah, all the shenanigans that actually happened in the latter half of the season, in fact the last 4 or 5 episodes, especially the last 2 or 3 episodes, people got hurt, people's fathers got stabbed, you tenyeh kepala orang depan your tunang, and then dah lah itu macam instigated by Mark sendiri tu, dia macam go ahead, do all this, macam emperor. So really looking forward to see where we are going with this. And it's soon actually. Now dah nak bulan 3 dah. Bulan 4 start. So we got one more
bulan
month.
puasa.
Bulan 4. So Shaz, your harapan?
I'm hoping that they continue this trajectory. Honestly, aku rasa the first half of the season was really not needed sebenarnya. Kalau they start midway in season 1 punya midpoint, it would have been a tighter storytelling. But that beside the point. I'm hoping that the story goes on this trajectory. We get to see because the last 3 episodes set up so many questions and plot points to be resolved in the next season or the second call. So macam like, wow, to the point where initially Mira, kita orang tak nak bedah tau
WFM
which from Mercury, sebab kita rasa macam like, ini slice of life punya style show. Takkan kau nak bedah orang duk cerita pasal makan, close semua kan. To the point where I want to declare here and now lah, we should, kalau Mira berminat and Mizi berminat or whoever else on the panelist, we should do a weekly bedah on this.
Or a more regular one, because next season banyak juga yang best-best.
Kita tak review
if
lagi
you're interested lah,
plan,
Mira, I mean, I'm more than happy, man, for you to join in. Because it is proving to be interesting. What's your harapan for the series?
For me, jangan it's just for me kan, macam yang cakap tadi lah, I think Mizi pun agree juga yang part kenapa dia punya fight tu macam supposedly when it comes to mungkin coming from someone yang watch Gundam 0079 and then the fight scene is the most interested part, tapi the gap between I really want to see more. I'm not gonna lie, because after Hathaway and then after bila tengok UC line kan coming to this, I'm hoping for more fighting. And again, fight coming from IBO, it's like bila tengok IBO and then tengok Witch ni kan, macam I'm tiba-tiba, like I said lah, kind of like a little bit of turn off bila dia macam banyak sangat plot scenes yang macam bukanlah nak cakap necessary, almost boleh nak cakap filler. So dah lah gap between episode tu macam ada yang 2 minggu kan. I'm just hoping that there's gonna be more fighting scenes, and of course this menacing feeling yang you've been feeling daripada prolog tu. Cuba ada something yang I'm waiting for it, for like there's a big reveal that explains like a portion like of the character at least lah, Suletta. Sebab bila nak cakap pasal Miri ni tadi kan, dia punya is a well written character. I also appreciate dia punya development, and then how dia punya consistency, how it's only logical, like she's like this kan. And then tapi bila tengok Suletta kan, you kind of like, how do I digest this kind of reaction? So I'm really hoping there's something yang really tied her character lah, that gonna be shown in the next my hope is just
Cool. So actually itulah, I mean, kita in a way dah sampai lah kepada penghujung. I mean, obviously it will be nice to have had Mizi punya reaksi satu ayat. It's totally out, it's not even on the chat. But kita dah tiba penghujung sesi bedah kita malam ni untuk musim pertama Mobile Suit Gundam Witch from Mercury, dan diharapkan penonton di rumah terhibur dengan ulasan kami malam ini. Sound like a radio station. So kepada anda yang baru ke sesi kami, jangan lupa untuk melanggan, berkongsi, tenyeh, butang like untuk kedua-dua laman YouTube, stomachofchaos.com dan Buzzpop TV, laman pop culture suka ramai Malaysia. Apa benda?
3 jam sembang.
Tua kau.
Tak sedar pun.
I told Shaz tau, dia kata, alah, apa nak prepare, kau terror. Dah 2 jam, dah kat 3 jam lah. Gila kau. Even our head honcho, he's now making his sessions a bit more streamlined, which is good, because kita cakap 3 jam pun, kalau because orang macam dia monetize kan. Kita hentam je. Because bila we monetize, making it 4 hours doesn't make people actually turn off. Tapi I think I can tell you, we have 11 eyes on us at the moment. In my past experience, depending on the anime session we talk about, by now ada kosong atau 2. So 11 of you, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, guys,
for
who came.
sticking with us to the bitter end. So at this rate, please, we'll make sure we'll talk about this once it'll come back to us this coming spring. So, sekali lagi, terima kasih kerana sudi bersama kami, kepada rakan panelis, in absentia Mizi Ismail, from whichever hotel he's at.
The police.
Oh, ya ke? He was outside. I didn't realise that. Imagine kalau dalam rumah.
I nampak orang lalu-lalu tadi. Tu macam dia kat mana dia ni?
Itulah. And thanks to SHAZ and of course our guest panelists, and hopefully if you want to be a regular panelist, more than welcome, MYRA.
Can.
Okay, guys. So usually by now we would add the comment, harapan dari chat, tapi chat pun dah nak tidur lah because there's no new comments. So to everyone, so dan saya Kudo Marizu Ijo des mata tu deh. Oh, just a quick one. Next week session, watch out. Please keep an eye out on our Facebook or Instagram and or with regards to what I want to put up tomorrow, because Rabu ni I'm watching the Kimetsu no Yaiba punya episodes 11 and 12 season 2 dengan episode 1 from season 3. They're doing a compilation film. It was announced in middle of December last year. Nampaklah beberapa desas-desus dekat social media, apa ni sampah lah, because a lot of them didn't know that this wasn't a film. They have announced this a compilation film. It's not meant to be tipu orang kata kami saja. It's just people yang nak tengok. Berapa kali kau nak masuk, SHAZ? There's another you. There's SHAZ, kau masuk 2 round. Hello?
Kenapa dia dah frozen?
Oh yeah, I think. Hey, clone!
Hey! How do you do that?
The wish from Subang. Sorry. So obviously lah, orang kata buat apa nak tengok balik episod sebelah tu. It's up to you guys lah. Tapi macam episode, it's just like you get to watch season 3 episode 1 faster in the cinema. You get to watch the demon meeting, so you get to hear all the voices of the demons.
Oh yes.
And then you get to, and obviously season 1 episode 3 tak ada fight. To those who have read the manga, so it's like tak apalah kalau siapa malas tak kisahlah, tapi just I think I got a feeling dekat Malaysia probably the information with regards to what's in this so-called film has not been conveyed to people, because some people travel dari jauh, bayar mahal-mahal, tengok apa benda ni, macam tumpah camping tanpa because Ufotable has never lied to people. They say we are showing a compilation film, siapa nak tengok lah. But because they did a world tour, so middle of Feb they did it in Los Angeles. Natsuki Hanae actually turned up. Yang semalam dekat Paris, esok Berlin, and the one nearest to Malaysia is Taipei. Taipei ada in fact quite a lot of them, including Hanazawa Kana. If I was living in Malaysia, I'll be flying to Taipei just to watch these 3 bloody episodes. But anyway, but that goes to show lah your level of fandom, how much you want to watch. But basically, otherwise bulan 4 lah seperti biasa kita menunggu Demon Slayer. So if depending lah, because the next session that we're gonna have is also My Hero Academia season 6, which we kind of dropped early on because the story had been going on and on and on about a particular fight scene that was no point to bedah weekly. But I actually watched it after finishing WFM. I watched balik, tapi still tak habis, and it's an intriguing watch. Deku punya ni. I mean, I have to say, people can shoot me if they want, but MSG punya protagonist ni, I don't know lah, dia ni Allah wetback tu lah, tapi tak kisahlah. That's a story. That's his story. Tapi the dynamics of the whole story is actually quite interesting compared to last season. And looking forward to it. I have the manga, but I kind of skipped the manga and read something that happened after this. Naughtily. But anyway, itulah. Kalau at the very least, we're gonna have in the next 2 weeks a My Hero Academy session, which is on the 12th of March, hopefully. Because I'll probably do the session for. Kalau tak ada orang pun, I'll do a video and just upload it. Anyway, right. Doors open, Myra. If you feel like you want to join and talk about My Hero Academia, if you have time to spare, give us a ring, and we'll slot you in.
I actually haven't caught up with Boku no Hero Academia. Yeah, I haven't caught up with it. I am at season 3. Yeah, I'm going to finish season 3. Yeah.
Tapi itulah, MHA, unfortunately, not many people are talking about it. I think because over the past few years, suddenly we were overtaken with things like Jujutsu Kaisen, where people were more excited. And then the story of MHA starting je best macam, and then it went to a dip. You know, because it's like a bit weird that you have become more powerful and stronger, and then suddenly, kau masih kat sekolah. Bearing in mind, you guys,
masih first year tau.
Yes! 6 season.
This is the thing.
Budak ni masih tingkatan 1.
Yes, and then I'm not gonna spoil lah.
Tak apalah. So
tak apalah.
Maknanya oh god. Anyway, guys, thanks again very much. Dah 10 minit yang lalu aku cakap to see you guys next week. This time, see you guys next week. Mata atau dem hijau res.
Bye. Bye. Mata ne.